It's going down like this, motherfucker.
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was horn. Hump, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Say that, nigga. Shit. Bar, bet the bar, off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog need. Slop Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
Ask you something? I said, can I ask you something? Ain't I'm clean?
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together. For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and...
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying.
I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this.
Fuck up. Move the fuck back. Back the fuck.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Your feet. He looked down, seen his feet. The nigga went berserk. Killed the monkey. Threw the bat out the window. Start kicking that bitch in the air.
Say anyway, but I will. The way quantum entanglement works is that you can take two particles, quantum entangle them, and then take those two particles and move them at any distance in the cosmos. And let's just say, for example, if you quantum entangle two electrons and you have them spinning in the same direction, and then you take one of those electrons and you shoot that thing out 100,000 light years from the original. If you then rotate the spin on the one electron, if you modify it so that its spin changes, the quantum entangled electron at any distance will simultaneously in no time switch its rotation also, because they're quantum entangled. So these communication systems are taking advantage of this aspect of quantum mechanics that most people can't wrap their heads around, and this is what they're utilizing. It's just the new level of science that affords us the ability to communicate at any distance instantaneously. Can you?
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. Yes, I think very deeply. You're a philosopher. I think very deeply.
Hey, dance with me.
TikTok. TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama. And you...
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
Don't know me what it is. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be out of line.
Dad.
Your lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check, yeah.
When the stars on them like it's common sense. My word, can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard.
The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass.
Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I'm coming. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I'm coming. I hit the loot juice and pulls up in the deuce. Heavy, I hit the loot juice and pulls up in the deuce.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
Lean and buck, lean, buck, lean, buck. Lean and buck, lean, buck, lean, buck.
Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. As the motherfuckers say, I say my name is the one. Some people call me the funk. That's a toast to the booty. What's happening? What's happening? Tonight I'm just drinking water. I'm just drinking sugar water. It's been sitting since I got up, so noonish, 11ish, 10ish, when I poured this in here. So it was purified already. I think this is not. What the fuck is this? Yeah, it's just purified. It is not But I can smoke a little bit. Oh yeah, they got my flavor back. The herb gummies. This is my favorite. This is a blueberry pomegranate. Yeah, these motherfuckers. This is my go-to. Now I don't smoke as much. Smoking is rough on your lungs. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna let this heat up, and I'm gonna do something slightly different. Oh yeah, you know I just busted this about a couple hours ago, so I got one in the fridge, and I got this one to suck on while I philosophize to y'all. But I'm gonna show you something a little different. I'm gonna let this heat up, and then I'm gonna proceed a little different. Yeah, I got something to kind of show you, read to you how I prepare. This motherfucker got chapstick all over it. How kind of I prepare, you know, to have a sacred space. And so I'm gonna let this heat up. And yeah. Probably need to be charged again. It hits a lot better when it's charged. But I haven't hit it since I did a show 2 nights ago. So, oh, there it is. So pop them if you got them on the drinks. And then smoke them if you want them. Damn. All right. So I want to show you how, you know, I do this periodically, but to really show you how to really set up your sacred space, I'm gonna kind of go over that a little bit. So as you know, I usually I don't have essential oils in the back because sometimes that gets my allergies. But a simple way to clean your area, you know, smudge. And you know, I've heard one lady talking about you can't get rid of unwanted spirits with this shit. That's a lie. Cause I've set spirits free with this shit. You know, I've said this before. You know, my ex-wife was living in a duplex, and you know, she kept tripping and shit, and she was like, something's fucking with me. So we end up somebody had moved out the other side of her duplex, so we went in there and you know, gave a gift. I kind of know how to put sigils on the windows so they can't use the windows for escape, and was able to help that being come free. And what's interesting is like soon as we got it out of the house, and soon as we went outside, the shit just, I mean, it just like flamed out, and you could just see the spirit being set free. Because sometimes, you know, people die and they don't really know, and so they stay in something that's comfortable. And so smudging is a good way. You can even do like a smudge bath if you figured like when I came back from the lynch site, you know, and I got home, I smudged really good. So you smudge your space. And this is, you know, for the grasses. And then I take, and you don't need to do both, but I take some Palo Alto wood. Because this is for the trees. And kind of clear my space with the trees. You can use directions, but just kind of clear my space. And people ask, you know, what can you put up for protection? And I sleep with these, and I've said before, where is it at? It's on here. So what I found most beneficial to create a sacred space that it's pretty protected. You know, again, I can't 100% say everything, but this works pretty well of keeping shit out of your space. Keeping your dreams. I mean, things for fucking with you. And as I showed before, you can get this in pieces. This is black kyanite. And again, kyanite will never hold any negative energy. Shungite is the same thing. There's a few crystals that won't hold negative energy. Remember, diamonds can hold negative energy. So that's the thing about diamonds. If you get an argument wearing your diamonds, you better clean them off right after, because diamonds can amplify the negative energy. They can hold negative energy, but they're easy to release, easy to clean. So but the other thing I want to show you is a populite. I used to carry this piece in my pocket. And what I place in my corners with the kyanite is these. And a populite kind of grows into these little pyramids naturally. I've got some big pieces, but they kind of grow like this naturally. Now I want to give a reference. And this is the Big Book of Stones. Might even be a newer version than this one, but this is the Big Book of Stones. and just get into apophyllite and what they couple opinions of it is. Now there's green apophyllite and then there's clear apophyllite. But what they say about the clear is apophyllite is ideal for tapping into spiritual vibrations of the world of nature. The clear apophyllite excels at attuning one to the higher frequency energies of the angelic and interdimensional domains. Indeed, these crystals can serve as windows into other worlds, and those wishing to experience interdimensional travel enjoy working with these. Meditation is one of the chief ways of working with clear apophyllite. I especially suggest focusing upon entering the stone. If you can imagine one's point of awareness moving into the interior of the clear apophyllite crystal, then one will find once inside the geometrical corridors of light lead off in all directions. Then one's consciousness can travel along these corridors to the myriad realms and inner experience. Keeping one or more of the clear apophyllite in one's environment can provide an atmosphere of purity and spiritual presence in one's home, meditation area, or work. Placing one of these crystals on a table or shelf in each of the four directions with a fifth one in the center creates a powerful geometric energy grid which will clear and purify the vibrations of the entire room. Angels are attracted to the light and high vibrations enamored by clear apophyllite. One may use the stone to contact your guardians or spirits. They are useful tools for developing psychic vision. Clear apophyllite is an excellent tool for increasing one's inner vision and psychic ability, enhancing the clarity of remote viewing, connecting with other dimensional or extraterrestrials, still talking funny, being through the use of ESP. And so, basically, what I do is I kind of, a lot of training is you put a circle out. Well, what I do the opposite. I take these and I box myself. So I just smudge these and I box myself in this. Oh, that goes in there. And so I keep this big one right near me. Because, there can be a lot of, despite my charming ways and my handsomeness, there can be some evil intentions out there. Somebody just looking at me and giving me the evil eye the whole time. And so this protects from that kind of thing. And, seriously, though, if you want to meditate and not be bothered, it's better to have protection around you. Even if you just, black crystals are great for protection. Even if you just got some obsidian, better protection again is going to be shungite. So, wanted to put that out there. See if I can do it without knocking all my shit down. All right, so I put my scores here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so who's with the party people tonight? Kind of got everything all changed around in here since I moved all my tables away. Excuse me. So, PJ Allen, thank you for coming. And I know you're always controlling
my bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And I know you definitely got to have
vision.
Dr. Sinister, what's happening? And I know you definitely got
to have vision.
El Dragon, Amaroon Khan, what's happening? And I know you definitely got to have
vision.
Don Player, what's happening? I've been very good. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And I know you got to have
vision.
CWE, what's happening? And I know you got to have
Got to have vision.
Oh, Lorenzo, my man from the SIP, what's happening? And I know you got to have
vision.
Damn, Lorenzo, I'm coming down there. Yeah, like in 24, I'm coming down there. So maybe we can meet up because yeah, we're having the Macon and Moore reunion around Macon, Mississippi, but probably closer to, I don't want to say Meridian. I forget where the hotel and stuff, but I'll let you know. We coming that way. We definitely are coming that way. So yeah, the Aces won. I'm not surprised. Didn't Candace Parker go to the Aces? Wasn't she on the team? Wasn't Candace Parker on the team? I'm a Liberty fan. It sucks. It's scripted. But didn't Candace Parker like last year? Yeah, Candace Parker's with them. I'm a quantify. I watched the baseball game. Yeah, I watched the baseball. I didn't even watch college football. Fuck the games tonight. I watched the baseball game, the baseball playoffs. So, AC, American League championship. So I watched the baseball game, which was interesting because great pitching, but four runs. What was it? 4 runs in the second, third inning to keep Houston in the series. Because if Houston would have went down today, they'd have been down. If they would have lost today, they'd have been down 3-0, and tomorrow they play there again. So yeah, Houston was about to be. If they lost. Yeah, Candace Parker was on the team, right? She got a free ring. She didn't even play. Oh, I don't know why she didn't play. She must have got hurt or something. Party people in the house. For real. The Liberty lost the finals the same way the Knicks lost their first back in 99. Their final back in 99. Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, wow. So, yeah, Liberty was 0-5 in finals. Wow. Damn. She didn't play. Yeah, I knew she was on the team. I haven't followed that game. And again, if it went between if it went between watching playoff baseball and watching the WNBA wasn't gonna work. So I watched the baseball game, and then after the baseball game, damn, what was I watching? Then I started watching the football game that was on today. Hockey, the game was really quick. I was surprised that the hockey game was over before baseball. So that hockey game was real quick, and hockey games usually, be long. But so I missed the hockey game tonight. So I watched baseball mostly. Smooth day. The weather was nice today. Didn't do shit. Didn't go nowhere. Didn't have to go nowhere. Those days where you really just don't have to go nowhere. That was this day for me. I didn't have to go nowhere. Oh, I was supposed to take my son. This motherfucker texts me. And because I was supposed to take him to go get his suit fitted. And this nigga didn't call me all day. So he texts me, I was a lot and I didn't get up till late. I was okay. I was like, call me when you are up and are ready. And he said, as I was, I don't know, a lot. I didn't get up until late. Okay. So now we're gonna have to push it back because I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna take that nigga now. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's how they'll do you. You tell them, hey, I need to see you on this date, and don't even get a call. Don't get a call or no nothing. It's like, okay, 11 o'clock. I text this nigga, show you how it works. I text this nigga at 12:47 this afternoon. This nigga doesn't write me back until 11 o'clock tonight. Somebody got up late. And where this nigga live is damn near an hour away from me. And this is in the Twin City. He lives like north. And it'll probably take me 45, 50 minutes to drive up there. Then I got to take him to the Men's Warehouse, which is not too terribly far where he lives, take his ass back home, and then drive another 50 minutes coming down here. I hate doing that kind of shit. I really do. I hate doing that kind of shit. It's just too much driving, all that back and forth, 3-4 hours killed of time. and got to spend money for this 3-4 hours. So, Rangers better win. She didn't even. Okay, Rangers better win. Well, we'll see. We'll see, because the Rangers had a chance to have these mugs down 3-0, and they blew it. They blew it. Shit. And then you see Philly yesterday. Shit, Scherber, that won a championship with Chicago. Looked like he's about to win another one. Philly's looking good, and the pitching's looking good. They made it look good because it ended up being 8-5. So it showed that the Rangers can come back anytime they want to come back. So that's what it did show. It did show that they don't have a problems coming back. Okay, put this shit back where it was. Oh, I got to do something with all this stuff. Yeah, I gotta figure out a better way to put it all wrong. Phillies versus Astros. I don't know. They kind of like the Rangers. But yeah, that probably would be a better series. But it's funny, like they was trying to, and it's like it even goes back to Doherty. It even goes back to him when he's supposed to be cheating games. I mean, it goes back to that shit. And I only bring that up is because how they wanted to say that Houston was cheating and they had to go to electronics. Now, I talked about this the other night. So they wanted to go to the electronics, so they made up this cheating thing saying they hitting the can and stuff because they could tell the pitches. And remember Delvish a few years ago said he probably was tipping his pitches. Do y'all remember that a few years ago? Then Delvish went to Chicago and got all that bread. He admitted when they lost the World Series that he might have been tipping his pitches. But then he gets rewarded with a big contract and goes to Chicago. Now, I don't think he did shit in Chicago, but and he might have been on that Chicago team that won the championship. I don't remember. They won the World Series. I don't remember. But they wanted to go to the electronics, but they, instead of them just going to the electronics, we're using the electronic signals. Because again, the more electronics used, it makes us leery. Like, okay, you saying that you can, you ain't got to do a signal. You can just hit a button and the pitcher knows what's coming, like Morse code and shit. 3 taps, it's this, 3 tap, but the more electronics is added, the more we know that it's scripted. And baseball is the easiest to script. Because you look at the pitches that they hit homers, and then they was like, well, they were trying to hit it here. What happens when a person pitches a perfect game? What happens? He gets, really a perfect game. If you break down a perfect game, it's only 27 outs. That's basically what a perfect game is you get 27 motherfuckers out in 9 innings. That happens more than you think. Baseball is the hardest thing to hit. A pro baseball is probably the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest individual thing to do. And probably all the sports. Now, everybody, if you can skate, you can shoot a goal. If you can skate, you can probably block a goal. You can catch a ball. You can kick a field goal. You ain't got to be great to kick a field goal. I can teach you how to run a pattern. You can catch a ball. I can put you on 7-on-7. I could probably still get open on 7-on-7. Niggas ain't got to tackle me and shit. But if I go to a batting cage, and they throw that ball about 60 miles an hour, not a softball, but, just regular, I might not be able to hit that mug. And a lot of y'all might not be able to hit it either. So it's one of the single hardest things to do. And now I'm not talking about a motherfucker just go in there and kick a 60-yard field goal. No, I'm not saying that. That ain't going to happen. But what I'm saying is, it's the hardest individual thing to do. I mean, hell, you could throw a baseball at the catcher and the motherfucker hit a home run and shit. Or you might be able to throw a little curve in there and fool him and get it by him. But just hitting 100 miles an hour fastball and having the, muscle memory to do it, it's a lot harder than running fast and catching a touchdown. Them girls drunk off the ace of spades. That's a good one. Ace is so turned up about winning the finals that AJ Wilson at the press conference, drunker than a motherfucker. Okay. Wow. Niggas ain't got to tackle. That's right. That's right. Motherfuckers, yeah, you ain't gonna tackle nobody. You get out there and they be like, touch. And I remember I remember one thing about Battle Creek, Michigan, the difference between Battle Creek, street ball and Kalamazoo. The niggas in Battle Creek, I remember I must have been maybe 10th or 11th grade that summer. I was in Battle Creek and my dad didn't live terribly far from the park. So, I just would run over to the park and I would play. And I remember the first time coming down, I was like, well, who you gonna guard? They're like, oh, we gonna play a 3-2 or 2-3. I'm like, street ball and we play in the zone. I'm like, you some lazy street ball players. Street ball and these niggas is playing a 2-3 zone. I was like, oh, okay. That's how y'all do it over here. Like, yeah. A lot of niggas don't play street ball zones. You ain't got to play defense, really. That's what's just telling you. You ain't got to play defense. It was that was their way of really not playing defense. So, but you're not gonna tackle a nigga, but you're just not gonna hit 100-mile-an-hour baseball. You wouldn't even know it came by. You'd be like, did the motherfucker throw it yet? What was that? Ooh. Something that come in that place, and you can just get out to it. Like sometimes that shit be coming out of dudes just like back up and shit. He's like, oh. So it's really hard. And you got to look at the Negro leagues is hard than a motherfucker. Motherfuckers throwing spit balls and shit and scratch balls and dirt balls. I mean, it had to be hard to play old time baseball, especially Negro leagues where a lot of that shit they were still letting them do. Spit like like what a wiffle baller do. That's the prime example is a wiffle ball is pickleball. Because what you have to understand is because of the holes and the dynamic of the movement, you may see the ball here, but in reality, if you ain't swinging when it's there, that motherfucker's dropping. That's why a lot of times motherfuckers think they got a good shot, they hit the shit in the net. Because the time you see it and the way it drops because of the wiffle-like ball, it's going to drop quicker than you react. Again, if you try to kill it instead of just play it. So, well, I really just came on tonight to get my motherfucking picks in. You know that. We need just what are we in? I think we're in. No, we should be. No, we're ahead of that. Oh, maybe this is where we are. We're Cowboys. Oh yeah, this must be week 5 right here. Let me see. Oh. I think this is it. I thought we was in week 6 or 7. This can't be right. Yeah, this got to be right. Okay. All right. The first one. Let me see. Giants and Dolphins, and they're playing in Miami. They're giving up 11. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'll give up the 11. Jaguars, Bills. Ooh, Bills are giving up 5. Bills are getting 5 at home. Bills 5 at home. Wow. I want to say the football guys didn't take me question whether Josh Allen was a product of Brian or no. From my Harvest, they smelled any. Oh, let me let y'all read this shit. Y'all can read this shit too. I'm just reading this shit, so sorry. Let's look at the picks. Football gods every week. Meanwhile, Jacksonville has more interesting scoring pattern. They net 31, 32, increase every week, 17. So they're saying that Buffalo should win. Buffalo is giving, so it's the Jaguars. They're giving Jaguars 5. I'm picking the Jags. I'll take 5 with the Jags. I'm picking the Jags. 49ers, Cowboys. Niners are giving 3 points to the Cowboys. Oh, okay. Let me see. The good allows think clearly is that you end up qualms about saying Dallas is a good defense. That has been part of the personnel. I know the back is going to be hurt for San Francisco. And Purdy has not looked good. He has not looked good. He did not look good the last week. Looked like most complete team season. Niners should own Dallas like they have the last few years. Oh, I don't know. I think Dallas got a good enough defense to get to him, but Cowboys, I don't like picking the Cowboys. I don't know. I might I know I got to pick one, so I'm gonna go Dallas. I'm gonna take the 3 Cowboys, and I'm gonna take the 3.5. All right, I'll take that. Tank Bowls, Tank Bowls, Bengals and the Cardinals, and they're giving Cardinals +3. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take Cardinals. I'll take Cardinals at home. I'll give up 3. Oh, Cardinals is getting 3. Yeah, they're getting 3. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. What's the prop bet? Joe Alt, JC Latman, and Fashiyama as the top 3 prospects. Right? They in the match. Okay. Then we go Jets Broncos. The Broncos are the Jets are giving the Broncos 2. I think I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll give them 2. I'll take that one. Texas and Falcons. Ooh, the Texans are getting 2. Better than I thought. Bowl. The Falcons managed squares. It was named NFL Rookie of the Month based on both not having particularly fearsome defense. Shroud, he was real. And this is played in Atlanta. I don't know about this one. I don't really like this one at all. Vikings Chiefs played again. This can't be right. Vikings Chiefs. What year is this? Vikings play the Chiefs. I thought they played them on that Monday. Oh, the Vikings played. No. This is not real. This is. I already did this one. I'm sorry, guys. I already did that. That's got to be an old one. Macon is the Golden Triangle region of the state. Let's see. Macon is what we call East Central region. Correction. Macon is because it's New Exby County. We got to be in least, week 7. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. We got to be in week 7. Yeah, this is, I'm sorry. This got to be, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it's got to be week 7 here. Right here. We got to be in week 7. Here we go. No. Okay, it's a lot of bullshit. Okay, I don't want that. So, this is just give me the damn schedule. That's all I want. Okay, here we go. So tomorrow night, yeah, that should be right. Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. I waste y'all time. I'm sorry. I'm going on old picks and shit. I'm sorry. I'm wasting everybody. Okay, so tomorrow we have tomorrow Jacksonville and New Orleans. And this one does not. Let's see. Tickets starting at $27. You can get a ticket at $27 to see New Orleans. And I'm not going to see Killer of the Flower Moon tomorrow. I'm not going to see it till Friday. That shit's 3.5 hours, so I'm not missing the game for that shit. So here we are. So Jacksonville, New Orleans, and this one does not have the odds. Yeah. Because it's the 18th. Yeah, it's the 19th right now. Yeah. So this is right. I'm taking Jacksonville. Let me put week 7. And I got to put my total up here of what I am so far. So I'm going to take Jacksonville. I don't know the spread, so please forgive me. They don't have the spreads on this one. Atlanta and Tampa Bay. Oh, I do not trust either team. Ooh, I'm going to go Tampa Bay at home, though. Buffalo and New England. I guess I'll go Buffalo. Then we got Cleveland and Indianapolis. I think Cleveland's defense. Detroit and Baltimore. I'm taking Detroit on the road. I'd like to see. I'm gonna see the odds of this one. Las Vegas and Chicago. Wow, two teams that aren't that good. Vegas ain't that good. Chicago's defense is decent. Ugh, I don't really like this one, but I'm gonna go Vegas. Washington and the Giants. I'm gonna go Washington. Washington has a decent defense, and actually Bellamy is a great play caller if you pay attention. Arizona and Seattle. Arizona has a better defense, but Seattle at home is tough. I'm gonna go Seattle at home. Then we've got Pittsburgh and the Rams. I'm gonna go Rams at home. Green Bay and Denver. Wow, this might be one. Tickets here are $115. Wow, to see a sorry Denver team. I'm gonna go Green Bay. And then Chargers and Kansas City. This should be a good game, rivalry game. Chargers and Kansas City. I'd like to see the odds on this, but I'm gonna go KC at home. And then Miami, Philadelphia. You know I'm going with the Eagles. And then Monday night will be San Francisco and San Francisco. I'm gonna go Vikings. You know I go Vikings. Now let's find the spread. Let's find the spread. Let's see. Standing. Oh, let's see if I can find the spread. Let's see. Let's go back here and go. There we go. Unless it gives me college. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. So, wow. So this is a pick'em game here. Over and under is 39.5. So wow, they're giving up 1.5. Yeah, that's. I don't know if I'd want that. What are they giving here? Oh wow, they're giving the Falcons. Falcons is getting 2. What's the over and under? 37. Raiders. Huh. Wow. The Bears, they're giving the Bears 3. I don't know about that. What's this one? 2.5. They're bullshitting on this. I don't know. This should worry you. They're only giving Lions are at home against the Ravens. I don't think so. I don't think they're at home. What did I write down here? I wrote Lions, but I don't think the Lions were at home. I think this was on the road, but 42. This one worries me right here. The Lions and Ravens, that worries me. They're only giving up 3. Ravens ain't that good, I didn't think. They're giving up 8. They're giving the Patriots 8. Patriots are definitely at home. What did I take? Tampa, the Rams. How did I get this one? Jacksonville, Tampa. How did I get this one? Patriots and Bills. I think I took the Bills. Oh, I didn't write that one down. Buffalo, okay. And they're giving up what? They're giving the Bills and they're giving up 8. I don't know, but I might take that. Patriots, they're giving up 8. Ooh, that's a sucker bet, I bet. Commanders, man, too close to really take. Oh, so they're giving Seattle a touchdown. Yeah, they're giving Seattle a touchdown. Who did I pick? Yeah, I got Seattle. I'm taking that. Yeah, 7. Shit, I might put some money on that one. What is that? Seattle, they're giving 7 up? 7 to the Cardinals are giving them 7? Okay, I'm taking that. I think Seattle's going to play better at home. That's at home. Rams, Steelers. See, this is a game I wouldn't even want to touch this one. Chargers, Chiefs. Ooh, they're only giving up 5 at home. That's, yeah, why? The Packers is giving up 1.5 points. Eagles and Dolphins. They got the Dolphins favorite. Oh, I'm taking 2 and the Eagles all day. Dolphins are favored. Yeah, 50. I might take this. Over under 50. I don't think it's going to be that high. Wow, 49ers and Vikings. Oh, you giving Vikings a 7? I'm taking that. I'm a bet on that one too. Giving me 7 at home? Shit, they might cover, if not beat them. But the Vikings did lose one of their linemen this week. So here's the odds for this week, overs and unders. You want to go back, you want to go back and next time I come on, what is Thursday? Maybe I'll come on tomorrow after the game. We'll see how it is. We might go to the late movie. The movie's fucking 3.5 hours, oh man. And it's I'm gonna be done with this bitch though. And I'm gonna say this, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's not no disrespect to David Graham, but the subject matter is kind of interesting, but his writing narrative is very simplistic, and it doesn't really. He's presenting the story, but the story's not catching you like it should. But I'm gonna say this again. I've been reading the reviews. They're gonna make everything look like it's the Indians' fault, the Osage's fault. I mean, one way or another, they are not going to really show their barbaric nature. Even though, they blew up a house in 1906 to kill these people. Over 100 people got killed. If you read the end of the book, it was almost 100 people. And they only went to jail for 4 or 5 of them. But they had killed over 100. And I mean, this is mass murder. This was mass murder. And they got away with it for at least 10 years. Because it probably started 10 years before the actual first girl that really started the investigation. But it's the same story over and again. These people get rich and all of a sudden the government says they got too much money. I mean, think about it like this. If they gave reparations out, say they gave reparations out and they said how much they was going to give everybody. They was going to give all the niggas, $2 million. And all of a sudden niggas is spending frivolously. You don't think the government would come in and say, yeah, we don't like the way you niggas are spending your money. So we're going to put people over your money. What was it? Conveyors? No, not conveyor. Conservator. So because you niggas, went out and bought you some diamonds and went out and got you some rims and got too many clothes. You niggas, we gonna put a conservatorship over you. So yes, you got $2 million, but like they got them to the point where these people were millionaires. They wasn't even letting them take more than 1,000 out for the year. These people were millionaires, and these Europeans passed laws. Now, like, and we have every right to complain about his victimism, definitely, because when we beat like it goes back to like OJ trial, we beat you at your own game, and yet you want to change the rules mid game, but we beat you at your own game. That you put this together, this system that if you got the bread, you can get out of most shit. But then when we do it, it's capital murder. So, and this is the history they want. This is the history that they don't like. And it's interesting they're putting this in their face. It's interesting. It's like, Rosewood, even the Tulsa thing. I don't even know if I really want to see that. Rosewood was hard enough to watch. And so it's going to make them still look like the heroes because they investigated, they stopped it. But not looking at their whole culture caused it. And I think now the laws is passed that, yes, the oil under the ground is yours, but because us Europeans bought it, we get 6 inches of the ground. That's the laws they passed. They said, yes, that oil deep is yours, but we because we build houses on it, we get 6 inches of the dirt. So you can't drill here. You can't get your oil. I mean, that's how dirty these people are. And we're supposed to forget all this. It's not like that now. That's what they tell us. It ain't like that now. It's, you know, you got to get over it. And so the laws aren't very different, really. Like I've just mentioned, they could give niggas reparations and then come right behind and say, well, you're going to have a conservatorship. Because the first couple of weeks, the way you spent your money, you know, you can't spend it like that. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you imagine? And it still goes on today. Like you know, I tell, you know, I got to talk about him again because he watches me. He'll tell you. Like he bought them demons. When he bought them 2 demons, he bought them 2 Hellcats. They called him in and was like, well, you know, we know you just got this bread because he turned 18. This motherfucker got $900,000. He was a little older though. This cat, I think he's 19. He might be 18 though. I think he's 19 though. And he said they called him in after he bought him because first he tried to buy him with a Cash App card. you can't buy shit like that with the Cash App card. So he didn't really understand. Nobody had taught him the economics, you know. And the bank was used to dealing with these niggas, so they kind of just gave him a hard time because they knew he was getting the bread, and the car dealers knew he was getting the bread. So most car dealers would be like, "Take these motherfuckers home. We know you gonna get the bread." But they had a talk with him. It's like, okay, you gonna buy a house? What you know? Because we're going to put a conservatorship over you if you keep buying 90,000. If you buy a house, you know that's going to be hundreds of thousands, and then that's what they've done to these people. And what's sad is, you know, what's sad, and I know this happens at the Lakotas. Motherfuckers are still alcoholics out there. So it ain't about the money. Matter of fact, the money has helped people be more alcoholics out there. And you know, I really have to catch myself drinking beer because I could drink beer every day. But just think of a motherfucker drink a fifth of liquor every day. And you know, fifth of liquor is how many drinks? You know, like you could do mixed drinks, maybe 3, 4 mixed drinks like this. 3, 4. You know, you know, you drink 3, 4 hours, you know, you done drank a fifth, and all your glasses is like this of whatever your choice of liquor is. You're gonna get 3 or 4 of these. And you done drink that bitch by yourself. And if you got another one there, you could probably damn near drink that one. I mean, that's how easy drinking is for us. How much it is, you know, and we build up a tolerance. Alcohol is something you can build up a tolerance for. And again, it does go on your weight and everything. You know, I've taken classes, you know, during my police training. I know how much I weigh. I know how long. I know what it takes to get me drunk per hour, how much I weigh. I know how much food I got to eat. I know how much water I got to drink. But for basically, I don't drink and drive. I don't drink and drive. Very, very, very rarely. If I have a beer at dinner, I tend to, well, again, depends on how much the meal is. You know, beer ain't gonna, you know, I eat a full meal. The beer ain't gonna make me, you know, more drunk or less drunk. But there's many people like that have done that, drink a fifth or more every day, you know. And excuse me, one of my aunts, excuse me, she said for 20 years, she drank 3 bottles of wine every day, her and her man. Now, wine, you know, a bottle of wine, you gonna get about this much per glass. You know, maybe if you split a bottle, you gonna get about 2 glasses, about this much. Maybe about that much. 2 glasses. And you done drank a whole bottle. So then you do 2 more. You know, you get 4 drinks altogether. Then you got that 3rd bottle, and you've only had really 6 glasses. But if you do that every day, what is that going to do to your liver? Because it's easy to do. I mean, I easily like on football days, you know, I think back when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s. I mean, and on Sunday, I fucking start drinking beer. Like I get up, cook, get up and cook, have a big breakfast, and then start prepping for the later games. So get up a little early, cook breakfast, prep for the later dinner, but be up, noon, 11 o'clock, 12, drinking beer during the first game. And it ain't shit to drink 7, 8 beers in 10, 12 hours. And this is not hard for any of us to do. But at some point, you get of age and you're like, yeah, I can't drink every day. Like I drank 1 beer today, much earlier. But I drank four beers yesterday. So, today I'm not going to drink and I'm not going to drink tomorrow. So you just have to take breaks like this. And, if I've described anybody, do it while you're younger. Something I tell my girl, and she's like, looks at her mom and all the issues that her mom physically has. And I'll say, it's better that you're trying to do something about it now than my age. Because we're exactly 10 years apart. She just turned 52. I'm 62. I do like younger women. I have to say, I like her though. Yeah. And I'm going to show pictures, we're going to be very, very, I'm going to be very stiff. Okay, why is it doing that? Okay. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with me. Smoking every day, no hard liquor, only on occasions. Smoking ain't really rough on you, especially weed. And this goes with proof. The people that I know that are in their 70s that just smoke weed, they're not having any issues. They're 70 years old. They done smoke weed since they was teenagers. No emphysema, no breathing, Now, the people that smoke cigarettes and smoke weed, I see them having issues. I'm seeing them having issues because they smoke cigarettes too. And I used to always like one of my good friends, and he's still with us, but he had saw, where people in his family wasn't living very long. And he's got to be, I'm 62. He was older than my brother. So what is my brother, 57? So Daryl's got to be, well, I think he's only 2 years younger than me. So Daryl's got to be 60. He's got to be 60. Or in January, he'll turn 60. And he just was like, his attitude was like, I ain't going to live long anyway. That was always his attitude. But that's what I'm seeing. So the people that just smoke weed that I noticed in their 70s and 80s, I know some people that just smoke weed and they in their 80s too. And they ain't had none of them breathing problems, emphysema. I know I got a friend that they don't never had asthma, nothing. And they've been a pothead their whole life. Now, this is what I wonder, and this generation is affected by this the most. And you can do what you want, but I never trusted. And I'm gonna say this. Let me tell the whole story. I think I invented blunts. I really do. Back in what year was it? Was I living? No. I went back, so it had to be like 86. Back in 86, I had taken a couple ounces with me. I had taken a bunch of yayo because I was driving, so I took probably a couple grams with me to keep me going while I was driving. And I took about maybe an ounce. Maybe I took an ounce. And maybe I took a little more though. And I remember I would always, when I lived in North Carolina, I always got 3 pounds of tobacco. Because I would put it in one of my glass water jars. I'd fold that tobacco up and put it in there, and it's like potpourri. It really, I love the way fresh tobacco smells. And then you could just knock it up, it dries, and then pour all that shit out there. And I would always get, I'd roll all them green leaves up and put them in there. So I was, used to going into the cure barn with the family and grabbing a leaf. And so I grabbed one of them leaves, and the ones, not to, because tobacco's sticky. If you didn't know, if you get it this before you dry it out, it's really sticky. And we dried off a leaf, and I mean, this leaf was like huge. And I put, oh my goodness, I put a lot in that. I mean, this motherfucker was like this. It was like that. And we licked it, we dried it, we licked it, and it was a good half ounce I put. That's why I think I took about 2 ounces with me. But I put about a half ounce of that motherfucker. We blowed that motherfucker like a motherfucker. And that was in 86. I didn't see niggas really start doing it. Matter of fact, it was the Philly blunts when dudes started doing it, which, like that is some of the cheapest tobacco and some of that stuff. Even before White Owls, it was Phillies. And you used to buy the Philly blunt clothing. Do y'all remember that? Once niggas bought, and that's where the tobacco companies were smart. And then the tobacco companies, what did they start doing? They started making them flavored. But if you guys remember, the first, let me see, Keelan was born, let me see. Me and Wolfhead was sitting. So this must have been, we were sitting in the park and he wanted to roll. And it's when they first came out with the already rolled papers, already tobacco blunt already made. And I remember looking at that shit. I had caught something talking about that shit and how many chemicals they made and that leaf was actually nastier than a cigarette. And I remember it was the first time, I saw when I was reading that shit, what was on the package. I'm like, yeah, this is some nasty shit. I ain't gonna hit this shit. So I just bring this up, and it's something that y'all got to understand. For those of you that smoke blunts, you smoke it for the tobacco too. You are addicted to the tobacco too. I'm not judging you one way or another, but I'm telling you, if you smoke blunts, you are just as addicted to tobacco as you are to weed. Because again, if you smoke the weed, for most that like blunts, you want that tobacco taste in your weed. And you have to really look at what's in some of them papers. I mean, like them what did I say? Them Philly blunts. I mean, it's like, it is the cheapest of the cheap tobacco, first of all. And I just say this, that now, they got people addicted to tobacco that typically wouldn't have been addicted to tobacco. Now, I know the main reason for blunts is outside smoking. Really, that's where they do the best, is outside smoking. You try to smoke a joint, the joint just gonna burn up in the air. Blunt, you can pass it around. This is a true story. She don't want to listen to me hardly, so I'm gonna talk shit. She's probably asleep, got her mask on and shit, my ex. But her blunts look skinny as this. She gets like, it'd be tobacco, but it'd be skinny like this and shit. I'm like, what the? My sons laugh at her. She's a penny pincher with her weed. But that shit is like, but I'm just, and not really judging. I'm just saying, you got to consider that. I watched it happen. I watched how the tobacco companies, because again, the smoking was going away. And another thing is people that was started smoking Black and Miles that never had smoked any kind of tobacco before. They was just weed head. All of a sudden, you got weed head smoking Black and Miles. And so I watched what they did. I watched what they did is they were able to replace cigarette smokers with blunt wraps. And so now your ritual is to smoke weed and tobacco combined. So I'll leave it at that. That's on you. That is on you. I smoke. That is on you, on how you do it. So yeah, I got all that on wax, and I'm gonna combine. I'm gonna try to combine to see where I am. And I wrote on Facebook. I showed a cartoon, and the cartoon showed Israeli soldier, and his Israeli soldier was like, he had his gun on a girl with a Habib on. She's got her Muslim dress on, and he's kind of looking in the mirror, and in the mirror is a Nazi. Like, it's a Nazi soldier doing the exact same thing. And my partner that I showed a picture that went to West Point and stuff, he put on the back of it that both sides can be nasty. And this is a professional soldier. I think he retired as captain. Again, this is a West Point dude. I know he saw service in Iraq. I'm pretty sure he was in Afghanistan fighting, commanding too. And this nigga was commander. He came out of West Point, a first lieutenant or maybe second. But that's what he wrote, and he was right. He's right. Both sides can be nasty. And, I'm not going to jump on one side or the other because, it isn't none of my business. It's just we know them people's like fucking with people. And I'm just going to keep my opinion. That's the only way I can do it, is I just keep my opinion. And yeah, because it's that same thing. It's real and fake both at the same time. It's real, parts of it is real and parts of it is fake. And so that's what we got to understand when they're doing all this. I'm gonna show this for a few minutes, and it's just, this is a shout out to quantum of physics. And
so you
I don't want to hear this shit, but I'm gonna show this shit, and it's like, let's get this shit going. And I'm just gonna show pictures once. Here we go. That's what I want to show a picture of. And a while ago, Quantum of Science was saying, we have these missing children, and all of a sudden you see the parents. Remember the one dude got a TV show? Remember the one dude, America's Most Wanted? Remember what happened to his daughter? Somebody cut his daughter's head off when she was fairly young. Then he gets, he becomes a TV star. Well, here this chick is, the dude who they thought did it in the beginning, who they should have arrested in the beginning, 20 years later is like, yeah, I did it. Or 16 years later is, yeah, I did it. And here she is still making money off of this. I mean, she's still making money off of this. Do you understand? She's still making money off of this. This chick here was in public office. She was in public office. And that's what Quantum of Science points out. Like, how do they get famous? Like Lynn Bias's mama. Do y'all remember after Lynn Bias' mama died, she was going to all these colleges and high schools? Do y'all remember that? And the same thing with Trayvon Martin. Her mama is going around, but Lynn Bias' mama was the worst. And then she's gonna sit there, and I knew Lynn wasn't gonna make it. No, bitch. You was just as shocked as everybody. And I still say, to me, Lynn Bias was hit. Should show the video again of what was done to Lynn Bias. I wonder how deep I gotta go in my videos to find that. Since we're talking about it, we can watch it. We can watch it. Because he probably already hit me for it. I don't know if I feel like looking for it. Maybe I will, but oh wow. This says Washington County dealing with a challenging inmate. Let's see what's so challenging about this dude. And if y'all want me to see Lynn Bias, what they put up, I'll show it. But let's see what they got us talking about. I'll look for the Lynn Bias one.
Really difficult at the Washington County Jail, where an inmate has now been charged with multiple felony assaults on staff there. Let's head out to Paul Bloom in Stillwater. And Paul, it sounds like this one inmate is lashing out at jail staff.
Yeah, Kelsey, Randy, you know what? We've talked about the staffing shortages inside jails, inside prisons.
I must say, I like the half zip with the tie. I think this is stiff. The half zip and the tie, I like it. I don't mind this. The half zip and the tie, I don't mind half zip. Check this out. I think it looks good if you put a jacket over all this, and then you lower the half zip, and you have the half zip just with a jacket over this. I think that's a good dressed up look too. But I like this look. This is a good look.
Recent times, and it's no wonder when you hear about the allegations from the jail here in Stillwater, kicking, punching, spitting. We know correctional officers really rallying around each other right now and dealing with this challenging inmate here, while the county attorney sends a message that these assaults will not be tolerated.
And nobody wants to be a punching bag. Nobody wants to be assaulted, even though we understand it can happen.
Roger Heinen has been with the sheriff's office for 32 years. He is now the commander inside the Washington County Jail, where the facility can house up to 228 adults. But it's one particular inmate causing all sorts of trouble over the last couple weeks. Tam Lee is accused of punching, kicking, and spitting on correctional staff. It's led prosecutors to file a pair of felony-level assault cases against him, with a
Hey,
third one pending.
Hey, he is a triple belt expert. He be doing like I know a guy that works in the jail. And he said the nigga was doing flips and shit. He was like, he was handling them. They would come in there with a mask and shit. He would break the bulletproof shield and shit and kicked and shit. This dude is bad. They was telling me about it. They was scared the motherfucker of him. You can tell how scared they are. They charging him with shit. Every time you try to take him somewhere, wait a minute. Don't they got the kind of, like they got these little doors. You see this little door? Let me show you something. Okay, like they got little doors like this, like in cells where you can put your, like this is how you get your food is right here. You get your food there. And I think they tell you to bend down and you can stick your hands through here. So they open this shit up, you stick your hand, you turn around, stick your hands there. You dig? And so what is he doing? Like I told you though, he's whooped their ass when he was handcuffed. Dude told me they handcuffed him. He like did a flip, kicked the shit out these people, jumped in the air. He brought his arms back around. He was doing spinning kicks and shit. He was fucking him up. I was like, give me a film, give me a film. All right, what else did he do?
Although we understand it's part of the job, it's still something that we want our men and women to go home safe every single night.
Hiding reports with inmate addiction as well as mental illness, the jail can be a challenging environment.
Our office wants to send a clear message that we are going to take whatever steps we can to protect the correctional officers who work.
Yeah, his ass, you can tell this is a little bitty motherfucker, and I don't know what this hairstyle is called. Like what is this? Let go of your hip hop. I mean, this is probably, he's getting like LeBron had, the early hair plugs. That's what this looks like. This looks like she's had, like you could see the little dots in here. That's hair plugs. You see, that's how they got to do it at first. They take it from somewhere else, and this is hair plugs. This is definitely, like you can see right here. This is hair plugs in here. But this looks terrible. Like get a wig or something, dude. But okay, let's go.
So hard to do a very difficult job in the jail and in the prison.
Washington County is unique with its jail and 2 state prisons within its jurisdiction. The county attorney's office has a dedicated prosecutor to handle cases that arise behind bars, like that of Dominic Jefferson inside the Oak Park Heights Correctional Facility. His case currently working its way through the courts, charged with punching a female CO in the face so violently earlier this year, she will never see out of her right eye again.
Damn! He did a death blow to her. Well, let's show this nigga punched somebody so hard he blinded her. Like, how was his arms free to punch her so hard? He looked like a nigga that could hit hard too. He planned that. Oh, we did see that when I showed that one where he was watching her and he punched her out the van. That's right. I think that is him. He punched her outside the van. That's right. I forgot about that one.
Earlier this year, she will never see out of her right eye again. Damn. Can't say enough about the men and women who continue to put on the uniform, given the circumstance.
Look at this fat motherfucker here. God damn. That's what y'all go. You see how they killed themselves? This big out of shape motherfucker. Come on, look at him. Look at him. Who is he bringing down? He's gonna need a gun. What happened? Where'd he go? Oh, shit. That big motherfucker ain't fucking with nobody. Oh, where'd the show? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, shit. They took it down. I mean, they literally just removed it. Yeah, they did. I'm showing this shit. They took it down while I was showing it. Oh, wow. Let's see if it's over here. Yeah, they took that. Oh, I know. I know where I can find it. Oh, shit. It's going to be here. Oh, this is some shit, y'all. This is some shit. Okay. The fuck was that? All right, let's get back. So let's catch the end of this shit. Catch the end of it.
Little negotiating with these inmates when it comes to prosecuting these cases, often tacking years onto sentences. And to that point, there is a 2020 assault case working its way through the courts right now. An inmate stabbing a correctional officer with a shank. That case, 3 years later, finally set to be sentenced next week. We're live in Stillwater. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
Now, I didn't know it was 2 state prisons down there. There's a woman's state prison. There's a women's state prison. Okay, you don't want to be there. All right, I'll put you up there. Is that fine? Damn, kept jumping off the table. But there's a women's state prison in Shakopee. It's a women's state prison, but down in Stillwater. And Stillwater is about a 50-minute, hour drive from me, maybe. So, Vanetta, what is happening? Holla at your girl from Clinton, Mississippi. Okay. Yeah, you know my people are from Macon. Where's the other one for the women? No, it's this one. Here we go. This is Welcome to Vanetta.
Your shit. Get your hands off of me, shit!
Get your hands off her. Rondo Ganga, what's happening? I hope I said it right. And I know you got to have
vision.
Oh yeah, I was just saying I'm probably going to Mississippi. Let me see if I can find this. It'll be in groups. My son says I'll be up early tomorrow. Sorry, yeah, nigga, I can't do it tomorrow. 'Cause I got things to do tomorrow. Let me see if I can find this right quick to tell you when. I think it's this one. No, this ain't it. I mean, it is one of the places to look. I don't remember where it would be. Fence feeds. Groups. Yeah, it'd have to be in groups. See if I can see it quickly. But yeah, we're coming down there for the Macon Moore family reunion. And I think I'm gonna buy some land when I'm down there. It's not far from Macon, but I had acquired about it a few years ago, and I think I'm gonna buy me some acres while I'm down there. Pretty sure. And slowly maintain it and make use out of it. People know me and that shit was on, wasn't it? Man. This ain't where to find it. I don't know. I had to fuck with this. It's in Facebook, but I don't remember where that is in Facebook. And, they got my Facebook so jacked up. I can't go live on Facebook. They won't let me. I wonder if they'd let me go. I'm not on Instagram, but I wonder if they'd let me go live on Instagram. Same people can control it. So, but yeah, I can't go live on Facebook. They was like, yeah, that nigga had too much stuff he was telling. And that's why I'll put Facebook on the phone, but I'll never put it back on my computer because it fucked up my other computer. Let me see. Let's see. Might be in here. General idea when we're coming. Let me see. Because every now and then yes, maybe. Trying to see the Macon family group. That's in here or not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to look this shit up where it is. But I think it's in August or July. Should be. Okay, this should have it here. Right here. Okay, I found it. This is going to be late July in Columbus, Mississippi. Yeah, so I'll be in Mississippi July, the end of July. Columbus Courtyard, I guess, is where I'm staying. So Lorenzo, is that anywhere near you? Columbus, Mississippi. Looks like that's where we're staying. and I don't know Mississippi like I used to. I haven't been to Mississippi since shit 82, 83. Yeah, I haven't been down there since I played football down there. We used to go down there when I was a kid. We went down there every summer. Every summer. And you know, it used to be terror to go down south. When I was a little boy and the stories they would tell, man, that shit was terror. Then you get down there and then, you know, and you're just down there. But it was terror. That was my only thing about going down south to go to college. It's still some of that, you know, is what is the chance? That's what I asked the coach. I said, what is the chance I'd get lynched while I'm down there? And he said, well, if you leave the white girls alone, you ain't got to worry about it. I was like, well, how many white girls are on campus? He said, maybe one or two. It's like, I don't think I'm going to have that problem. And the 7 years I went down there, the one European female I got with, I must admit, it was like after 10 malt liquor bulls, Schlitz malt liquor, but it might even been the Red Bulls. Yeah, I remember she opened the door and it looked like the bottle on, the head on iodine. You know, you had the skull and crossbone. It looked like the skull and crossbone on the body with some boobs and ass. But, you know, in that state of mind, you know, she looked like... whatever, you know, the Red Bull was saying, go ahead. But she wasn't very cute at all. It was my recollection. She was quite ugly. But, you know, the Red Bull was saying, hey, there's some deep sea water there you might can explore. What's your Instagram handle? I don't know. I had to look it up. I don't know. I only know I got Instagram because I got Facebook, and I don't even know how to get into it. So I don't even know what it is. I've whenever Facebook bought it, I had an Instagram account then, and I've got one. I just don't know. I've never used it. And it's probably been 10 years. Yeah, because I've been on Facebook since 10. So whenever Instagram came out, when they switched it on there, I created one, but never really did anything. Like even the same thing with tweets. I never did that too. Wow. Where's this at? Inmate murdered in cell with known faulty locks. So you telling me that this nigga, wow, they couldn't get him out?
Here it is.
They couldn't get him out the cell? He was dying because the cell was locked? Oh, she ain't bad. I don't know. Her hair's a little suspect. Let's check her out. Let's check this story out. This is debauchery, but let's find out why it's debauchery.
Died while in custody at the Fulton County Jail this year, and at least 2 of them have been murdered. Yesterday, we told you Samuel Lawrence's family plans to sue the county after his cellmate strangled him to death. That was in August. Today, Davion Blake's family says they also plan to sue. Blake was stabbed days after Lawrence was killed. Blake's family says he was attacked before, and the jail should have taken more precautions. Fox 5's Tyler Finger.
Let me tell you. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, this is a county jail, but this is a perfect example. Do you see how this is made like cells? Like battery has cells. Prisons are energy drainers. No doubt. They're a type of, the creature that this is feeds off the grief, suffering, solitude. This is a beast. I mean, this what this wants. This feeds off of this kind of thing. And if you look alike, why do you think they call it cells? This is feeding something. And that was why I never really wanted to work in the lockup, because you got to be in there too. And granted, yes, you just get to go home and everything, but you got to be up in this motherfucker for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Now, I've said before, I've hooped in plenty of prisons. You know, the old-fashioned Jackson prison. Man, when I used to hoop in that motherfucker in the 80s and 90s, that prison was old as fuck. That prison was built in the early late 1900s. So, you know, we talking about in the 80s, we talking about 70, 80-year-old facility. But it's nothing but a battery drainer. That's all prisons are, is a battery drainer. And And I'll say this, you know, you can renew what was taken out of you. You can renew that. But for the people that, you know, are stuck in there for a long time, I mean, it takes so much out of you. Yeah, a lot of that, you know, I don't know if you could ever get back because you're feeding the beast. You know, the ultimate, you're feeding the beast. You got to be there. And it's just all masculine energy too. And I said, you know, if you look at the way they're made, you know, the way they're made, this is a beast feeding on misery. You know, if you understand how these beasts are, they feed on misery. And not saying the niggas don't need to be there, but you know, but it's still, that's what it does. It likes what's they've done. You know, if you understand, the beast likes what the people have done, and it gladly feeds on it. So I still say if you don't go, you ain't gotta suffer that. And they're in county.
Well, working as a corrections officer can be a thing.
And you know what county used to be? When I was a cop, and this is how long ago I was a cop. When I was a cop, it was like anything over a year was prison. But I remember when my ex-wife's uncle went in, this nigga was in there too. He was in county for 2.5 years. So they changed it. They changed where you could be 2 years. This nigga was 2.5 years in county. So now you can spend, I think, up to 3 years in county and not go to prison. You'll spend your whole time in county. So, and you know, the benefits is prison is a little bit freer. Prisons are generally bigger than county jails. So in some ways it's freer. Remember in county, when you got to visit people, you behind the glass. Prison, you can just see the motherfucker. Isn't that retarded? Isn't that retarded? I mean, if you think about it, in prison, you can sit by somebody. Matter of fact, you can, some prisons, if they still do this, if you married, you can come, they got trailers where you can go, you know, get some booty. You know, not booty, but actually get some with your woman. You can get down with your woman. Yeah, they removed. Okay, oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, they put it back because they removed it. It wasn't here. All right. Oh, so yeah, I think that's the thing is, wow. Cops at the mall, huh? Well, not surprising. I think cops should be at the mall. And that's one thing, you get to fucking with people's bread. They don't have it. State funding for weed farms. That's what I need. I'm gonna have a weed farm and state fund me. Huh. Minnesota Jewish Muslims call for a ceasefire. Yeah, like people are listening. UAW auto workers in the Twin Cities near 1 month on the picket line. So yeah, not a lot of debauchery, and that's good. That's good. There's not a lot of damn. I've been going that long. So it's not a lot of debauchery in the world. There was a couple stories though. Let's see. It's another story I missed. I did miss this other story, so I know I'm gonna have to look it back up. Wasn't that? Wasn't this? Oh, that, but I don't really think so. Oh, this one. This dude here. And this is like one of the dumbest motherfuckers ever. But I ain't gonna show the video. I'm gonna just show the dude. And I don't know. I'm going to just show this guy. Here we go. Yeah, this guy here, Mickey Williams. He was going to the G League. He chose Memphis over over the G League, where he could have got paid, but now you can go to college and get paid just as much. And like he's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life. And it says here he's Michael Anthony Williams is an American basketball player committed to Memphis. He was yet to participate in any team practices due to legal issues stemming from a gun charge. Says here, according to right here, says according to the Associated Press, William, a star Memphis recruit, has been ordered to stand trial on 6 felony gun charges. He accused of firing shots at a car that was leaving his house with 5 passengers in it. 5 charges of assault with a weapon and 1 count of firing to an occupied vehicle. He could get 28 years in prison. So what was so important about, shooting at them? What was so important about them? Like, even if they stole some jewelry or something, I mean, it's still silly. It's still silly. If like they didn't shoot at you, why would you shoot at them? And this is an old story, What did the judge rule? He must face trial. So they tried to get it thrown out. They tried to get it thrown out, and he must face trial. And this was October 10th. So this is, a couple weeks ago. Can proceed to trial. And he's not even from here. 6 felony counts, discharging a gun stemming from a late night incident at the 1.2 million house he owns. Nobody was hit. Wow. This guy has his NIL allowed him to live in a $1.2 million house in California. So they stole something from him and he popped at him, or they robbed him. She told me I would get paid. The boy testified. She didn't say by whom. She said she's getting a contract from Mickey. Said in court, allegations are complete speculation. There's no evidence that he's taking part in any tampering of anything. Judge alerted. During morning recess, gestures. Certain witnesses were identified. Preliminary hearing. So, yeah. I mean, this is, 28 years in prison. Oh, so he might get out. Williams' bail to be increased. Williams faces 28 years, but Mull indicated he may file charges after Williams' bail to be increased from 50 to 500. The judge denied that. So he's out. So he's out of prison. He's out. Williams' rearrest statement. 5 people as a driver. They've been prompted by dating Taylor, who lived in his home with Williams, also committed to play. The girl said she went to the house, met with Taylor while the others waited in the car. Appeared upset they had come and began issuing threats. Williams said, we have to leave with bullet holes in the mountains and no one will be able to save us. The girl said he was threatening us with all kind. I was trying to calm him down, but so Mickey claimed he's going to get his gun. Then he disappeared. Multiple witnesses said they saw him emerge from the house with a firearm in his hands. They got in the car to leave. None of the witnesses said they saw Williams discharge a gun. Oh, if someone had seen Mr. Williams fire the gun, that would be a direct evidence of the gun being fired, supposed to what was this case. I think suggests that he was the individual who had the firearm. Wow. So, why it wasn't, unless they robbed you, that to me would seem more likely. They probably tried to rob him. And he shot at him when they tried to get away. But if the other dude is hooping with him, I mean, it's a crazy story. Crazy story. Man, Twitter. When I was single, I tried to find it. It's just it might probably not activated, but I know I have one. I have to look at my Facebook. Twitter when I was single. I wasn't on none of that. I think. Let me look. I might. Let me see. It's on the Facebook shit somewhere. Let me see. Let's bring it back up. Because after Facebook, what they did to let me see, what they did to my other account. Because it's in here somewhere. It ain't in that part. It's probably over here. Because it's somewhere. It's an app. Somewhere it takes you right. From Facebook, it'll take you right to Twitter. Maybe it's right. Let's see. Yeah, I can't find it offhand. I forgot about my old number, what my old number was. That was my old number. Shit. God damn, these some old ass emails. I'm looking at these old emails. Yeah, these some old ass emails. God damn. God, I'm related to a lot of niggas. Now I don't know how to get into it. It's in here somewhere though. It's in here somewhere. And I fucking cracked my phone. And I got insurance for it, but I don't want to take it in because I know if I go in, they're going to try to get me to get a new phone. And I want that shit where you do that shit. You know, the new watch with the new phone, you can, motherfucker answer. You can just answer like that, do your hands. I don't know. I think I kind of want that. You know, just the watches is only like $800. Plus, I'll get so much for this motherfucker. So I don't know. But that shit is kind of. So like, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, what's happening? Hey, what is the world getting to? It's getting lazy in the motherfucker. And I tell you, y'all watch that bumping shit with Pete Davidson where he comes on his mama. I mean, that is like I don't even know how to. I don't know. That shit's funny. I mean, it's funny, but you know, some shit is just too much. You know, it's like you can't move on. You know, you can't move on. And you know, I must say, you know, it's some brothers that put out good information, and you know, they get attacked a lot. And I find that with my man Turtle Gang. You know, he tries to put good information out, but people with agendas that see their bread being fucked with. Oh, okay, I think I want to show this. But when they bread being fucked with, you know, they be wanting to attack people. Because, you know, it's like he said something that's interesting, and I hear this shit all the time. It's like motherfuckers be talking, and like, you know, I don't correct people anymore, but I be listening to motherfuckers, and I know the shit they say it is wrong, and I'm like, wait a minute, don't nobody else know this is wrong? I hear people say shit, and I'll be like, wait a minute now. It's somebody else beside me got to know what that person just said is some bullshit. And when it comes to fucking with people's bread, when it comes to fucking with their bread, people are funny, and they'll try to attack you, even though, because see what he said, he's very right. A lot of people will say shit, and motherfuckers don't study, so they don't know. It's like, you know, unless there's somebody there to really, like somebody's really on the ball. A lot of motherfuckers can, you know, go their live stream or whenever they put it out, motherfuckers won't question what they say because they ain't studied the shit. And I'm open, you know, I've been corrected. I know Lorenzo's correct me, PJ has correct me, and I'm the first one to say thank you for telling me that. But some motherfuckers don't like that shit because it fucks with their bread. You know, it looks like, you know, you're supposed to know everything. And that's the funny thing about this shit. It's like niggas like really like their rap is the only truth. I mean, that's some vain shit too, where people think that they the only ones that's got the solution. Now I don't have all the solutions, but and it's like, and that's the problem with like reality people, and that's why I tease the Gipper. I tease him because, again, how can you really be a god if you ain't around the people? And if you ain't dealing directly with the people and the people ain't directly seeing you? How are you a god? Because God has to interact with the people. See, that's what I love about going to games. What I say about being the holder of the infinite sacred ball game, I am always on a field or in a gym. So I get to charge up all the time. It's like I get to go to my charging stations. Because I live this. And you guys have heard me long enough, you know I live this. Especially that's why I bang so hard on fake sports. Because it is sacred. I mean, just think of, any of you who ever play ball, if you can play ball or skateboard, whatever the fuck you do, and you just like, it's a beautiful summer day and you just doing it. Like, I throw in the sports because, you could just see a motherfucker just dribbling, like playing, just dribbling on motherfuckers, spinning off a dude. And it's like, it's such a rhythm to that. Just the way people play, and then like that dude scores and the next person gets the ball. He's not caught up on what that dude just did. He gets the ball. He's thinking about what he about to do. And that's the give and take of it. That's the beauty, the beautifulness of it. And so when I say I love it, that's what was disingenuous about Dion. You're an actor and you saying the right thing. Yeah, you're supposed to say, do they like it or do they love it? But even as a football actor, you still gotta love it to do it. It ain't an easy acting job. Of all the hard things to do in sports, now individual, yeah, baseball's the hardest. But as a team thing, and you got possibility of 11 other motherfuckers running you over, average person can't do that. It takes a lot of effort to just be able to take it. It takes a lot of effort just to be able to take it. So, that's not something the average person can do. But you got to be an actor strong enough to take it. That commercial they show with all the fellas, they like, if we want, we should play again, or, Jerry Rice and them come out. That's real, motherfucker don't want to get hit and knocked down. I mean, this summer, and when I knew I was a little better, and I've hurt my back, and I'm not near where I should be. But this summer, when I was feeling better, and when I went to block my son, and I fouled the shit out of him, but I fell on a concrete ground, and I was all right. Back then I was all right. And I hurt my back trying to take the umbrella out, the big heavy, the base. That's how I hurt my back again. I was down there maybe 6-7 minutes fucking with that big base, and I hurt my back again. So, like if motherfuckers had me do a dexterity test to see if I was drunk, I would never pass. I have the worst balance. Like I can't stand on one foot. I just can't do it. I can't stand on either one of my feet. Like I can't just one leg stand there. I don't have no karate moves like that. I gotta have two legs down. If I have one leg and I'm not holding on to something, I might fall down. My balance is shit. I don't have good balance. Trigger finger still works, so I ain't got no problem with that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's debauchery. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I tell you, Philadelphia. I get Philadelphia news, and it is always some shit in Philadelphia. It is always some shit up here. 8-year-old found after being stolen inside car. So I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean that they stole the car and the 8-year-old was in the car, or they stole the 8-year-old and then the 8-year-old was found in the car? Mount Laurel man pleads guilty of harassing neighbors and using racial slurs. Let's see if I'll show this motherfucker. This look like quantum of science. Oh, this look like even look. I gotta show it to laugh. If Jeffrey Lane, you watching this shit? No, this is the quantum of science, but he kind of looked like that a little bit. It's just comedy. Don't get upset over it. This is funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. This is a crazy title. I don't even want to ruin the story, so. Okay, when did this happen? Let's see. Is this old? Is this old or this? Oh, this happened this week, and this is in North Carolina. It's called. The headline is Police Arrest Man Accused of Crashing Car While Molesting an Underage Girl He Kidnapped. This is debauchery. So let's hear this debauchery. This is debauchery. Let's hear it. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Charges accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl.
The alleged victim telling police she was able to escape after the car she was in crashed. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live in Hollywood with the disturbing details. Bridget.
What a terrifying ride this was for this young girl. She was snatched from a CVS pharmacy parking lot. She was then forced into a car where she was with that suspect driving around Broward County when officers say he was molesting her.
Wow, she is cute. I wonder if her lips are blowed up, though. It looks like her lips are Botox. I could be wrong, but she's cute. I like her.
While that was happening, that car ended up crashing here in Hollywood. She was able to bail out of that car, escape, run into this gas station, and call for help. Hollywood police arrested 44-year-old Shane Taylor after he was accused of kidnapping a girl and sexually assaulting her through Broward County. It started at this CVS off State Road 7. The police report says the victim, who's under the age of 13, was outside when Taylor, quote, grabbed her by her arm and forced her into the front passenger seat of his vehicle. That is when the terrifying ride began. Detectives say Taylor inappropriately touched the little girl. She told police, quote, he put his hands under the victim's shirt, touching her breasts. Investigators say she was locked inside the suspect's car for hours. At one point, he drove her to the FBI building in Miramar. The report says he stated that all I was trying to do was help her. He then admitted to taking her to the FBI building, but they were closed. The young girl told detectives.
What? Took her to the FBI building. Little girl ain't that stupid.
To the FBI building, but they were closed. The young girl told detectives while he was touching her, he crashed his car near this Shell gas station off Hollywood Boulevard. That's when she was able to escape, and Taylor was arrested. He appeared before a judge.
Sir, when you do bond out, I'm ordering no victim contact, no contact with minors, no return to the location.
That suspect facing a slew of serious charges, including.
Yeah, it looks like she blows up her lips, but she's still cute. So he was driving and he got too carried away and ran into some shit. He needs to, when I contact, I'm not doing it with malicious intent. And when I correct him, I'm not doing it with malicious intent. Well, you know, I need to be corrected sometimes because if the shit is wrong, I want to be corrected. I want to be corrected. If the shit is wrong, I'd rather be corrected. Like, no, nigga, that ain't that. We don't think that's quite right. And that's good. I want motherfuckers thinking. I want people thinking that they come in. Damn. I'm telling you, Philadelphia, it's always
ready for the great outdoor.
It's always some shit in Philadelphia. I see why quantum science don't never go nowhere. This shit's going around me. I wouldn't go nowhere either. I would fucking, damn, okay. Oh, look at this nigga. All right. Check him out. You know, actually, the colors for fall, I don't mind.
Leader is working to get through to young people.
Okay, I don't mind, but he got the, you know, Tito Jackson, not Tito, it was Jermaine, fake hair, you know, the sprayed on hair. However they do it, he got it, you know. This line is, you know, when your hairline go, it don't be like perfectly back, you know. He's got a perfect George Jefferson, but he's got a little more hair than George Jefferson. It's a lot of forehead, but I must admit I like the fall colors. The suit is stiff. Okay, let's go.
Impacted by adversity and put them on the path to a meaningful future. He is redoubling efforts after Philadelphia police arrested 4 teenagers who they say assaulted an officer outside of Dobbins Tech. Here's CBS Philadelphia's Aziza Schuler.
Pure chaos last Friday after dismissal at Dobbins Tech High School in North Philadelphia. This video raking up thousands of views on social media shows a Philadelphia police sergeant hit over the head from behind and falling to the ground. The department says the officer was trying to disperse a mob and falling to the ground. The department says,
well, you've heard the same.
Oh, this nigga's hot.
Raking up thousands of
Let him go. Let me go. Let me go.
views on social media.
I'm trying to
shows a Philadelphia police sergeant hit over.
Damn, it looked like he got slapped. Nigga, you get, where is it at? I ain't had to bust this out. Police sergeant, you get to slide.
What are we doing?
He got hit upside the head.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He got sit upside the head and he fell down.
What are we doing?
That's what he's doing. He's falling down. Damn. We need, whoever this nigga is right here, we need to get this nigga in the slap contest. You know how they had a slap contest? Because if he can come behind, ain't no nigga gonna slap me behind the head like this and I'm gonna fall. This nigga gets to slide twice.
What are we doing?
He getting slapped upside the head.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
And he's falling down from it.
What are we
We're gonna start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put it. I wish I could put this shit in slow motion.
Over the head from behind and falling to the ground. The department says the
man, this look fake. This look fake. Does this look like I know he got his full power in it, but that arm ain't very muscular, and he had to kind of jump a little bit, and you know the dude it looks he ain't doing nothing. Look at him. This cop didn't try to block it or nothing. Matter of fact, instead of getting the dude, he catches dude.
To the ground. The department says
oh, this is some funny shit. Oh, dude was Breaking Bad at first, though. Look. He's like, let me go. He's Breaking Bad at first. Look at him. He's already unshiveled. Yeah. He bad above. This dude got him off, and okay, the dude on the side ain't got no patches, so he's a higher rank.
Video raking.
He threw his stick down. See, he needed his stick. Didn't he throw it? He threw something down. Why did he throw? Did he throw down his nightstick? Like, fuck these niggas, man. Don't pull me off him.
Dobbins Tech High School in North Philadelphia.
What did he throw down? What was he holding? He's holding something.
Philadelphia.
Oh, he threw his radio down. God damn.
This video raking.
Yeah, that nigga threw his radio down. He's like, fuck this radio. And look at her. She ain't stopping nothing. Okay, so he already mad and he's being held back. Don't hold me back.
Thousands of views on.
So you know he's not a what does Sly always say? You know your surroundings.
On social media shows a Philadelphia police sergeant hit over.
Oh, this is some funny shit. Oh, you know what else he said? This is when he slapped him. Before he slapped, he said,
"It's going down like this, motherfucker."
Why did they show him go to the ground?
Over the head from behind and falling.
Hey, y'all want to hear some more funny shit? You know I'm a comedian. Hey, wait a minute. You know this shit is funny. Wait. I hate to do it, but this is a joke.
At Dobbins Tech High School.
This is a joke, y'all, but
Philadelphia. This video.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Thousands of views on social media shows a Philadelphia police sergeant hit over the head from behind and falling to the ground. The department says the officer was trying to disperse a mob of at least 500 unruly teenagers who had been fighting on the highway.
I was angry, very angry. Last thing we need is police officers in our area being disgruntled, feeling disrespected.
That's Pastor Carl Day, known to many as Pastor of the Hood. His church, Culture Changes Christians, is committed to community outreach and violence intervention in the 19132 zip code where Dobbins Tech is located.
I instantly started to think, I have to respond, have to get our men together and figure out what we're going to do to try to really mediate this going forward.
That included conversations with police, but also hearing Dobbins' students' side of the story.
They said it wasn't many of the students' fault that, that started the violence with the officers, but outsiders who came up to the schools.
Now, when you see kids acting out in this way, you can't help.
I didn't know they was going to have Jada. Jada's works for, where is this out? She works for Philadelphia?
What to think.
Damn, Jada, I didn't know you needed money like that. Why they got Jada out here doing the news?
Where are the parents?
You writing books and going on book tours and shit. If you come to the Mall of America, I'm definitely not going to see you, but I didn't know you was out here like this, Jada.
But Pastor Day believes this behavior isn't necessarily a reflection of bad parenting.
I think contrary to popular belief, parents are trying. A lot of parents aren't really necessarily raising their children to be violent, but they are succumbing to the culture and the influence that's around them.
Next week, Pastor Day plans to facilitate an open dialogue with students, school staff, and police, hoping to ease tensions between the youth and authorities.
Oh, that's the chick that used to play on Star Trek. That's right. That's the chick who used to be on Star Trek.
Aziza Schuler, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Oh, y'all wrong. Y'all so wrong. I want to find him. I'm going to back him for that slap contest where you can go slap the shit out of a motherfucker. I'm going to go find him. He's slapping niggas from behind and knocking them down. I mean, like somebody just smacked me. Like how? Didn't look like he got hit hard enough to knock him down. Oh, that shit looked like East Side High. Oh, there's my main man. What's happening? Bishop Mac Bone. And I know he always can control his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
He definitely got
to have vision.
But yeah, Mac Bone, you know what I hollered at you about? Make that happen, and then we can make it happen with all of us. I'm telling you, debauchery is everywhere. You ain't even got to look for it. Like, damn. Indictment lays out crime spree of teens accused. What did these niggas do? What did they do? Crime spree of teens accused in cyclist murder. This is a crappy damn. Reward, what? Some niggas broke out? Where is this at? Some niggas broke out of prison? Reward increases to 70,000. Shit, let's go find these niggas. Let's go find these mugs. There's a reward for increases to 73,000 for 4 inmates who broke out of a county jail. This is, where is this? What's the call numbers? Oh, this is West, so it's a W. It's not a K. So this is somewhere West. Well, they'll tell us. Shit. More debauchery. Tell us what did the darkies do?
Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. New
You're
information
welcome.
in the search for 4 missing inmates from the Bibb County Jail. Law enforcement agencies are offering up to $73,000 for information that leads to the capture of the 4.
I'm coming there
now,
tomorrow.
Joey Fournier,
I'm gonna go
Mark
get them
Anderson,
niggas. Mark,
Jennifer Barnwell, and Java Stokes are entering their 4th day on the run.
Jennifer?
The FBI, U.S. Marshal's Office, and local agencies
Wait a minute. Where's
are
Jennifer?
all offering rewards.
Why did they take him? Do you think he was smarter than them? This looks like that one dude. What is his name? The one rapper. He looked just like him. Oh, he got the deep voice and shit. That looked like him. This looks like Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, he used to work at the Pizza Hut. This dude right there, and he used to buy crack from me 30 years ago. Yeah, I remember. But who is They gave another name. They gave a woman's name. So the women with these dudes or what? And Stokes entertaining their fourth day. Who is Jennifer Barnwell? They didn't show no picture of Jennifer.
Their fourth day on the run. The FBI, U.S. Marshal's Office, and local agencies are all offering rewards tonight. Just after 7:30 this evening, the FBI added $25,000 to the reward pool. They're offering $10,000 for Barnwell and $5,000 for the other three inmates.
Oh, I'm getting them niggas,
U.S.
yeah.
Marshal Service is offering $5,000 for each inmate.
Okay.
Macon Regional Crime Stoppers offering a $2,000
Oh, I got
reward.
that.
And the Sheriff's Office offering $5,000.
I'm going to get, tomorrow I'm going, where you niggas at?
Total now stands at $73,000.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting all that.
Reminder, if you have information on the location or whereabouts
I'm
of the
going
four men,
to
you
have
are
them
asked to call
niggas
the
in
numbers on your
chains.
screen.
Oh, I'm
That
writing all them
includes
numbers
the
down.
Regional Crime Stoppers number at 1-877-68-CRIME.
I done hit a lick, y'all. I'm going there tomorrow, and I'm going to find them niggas, and they going to be, I'm going to count my bread. You know, you might not see me for a couple of days. I'm going to count my bread. Where was the last story? I'm going to count my bread.
Channel 13 has learned new information about the killing of...
Oh, yeah, the killing of a cyclist. More debauchery. Like, why? Why do they always give us so much debauchery? Like, we can never get a break from debauchery. Why is that?
Of retired California Police Chief Andreas Probst. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Live at 11, I'm Trisha Keene. A Clark County grand jury formally charged 2 teens, accusing them of intentionally killing Probst. Our Alyssa Bethencourt shares the latest on this case.
180 pages of grand jury indictment transcripts revealing key information, which police say helped them piece together what happened on the morning of August 14th. Investigators say they learned more details about the teens' deadly crime spree, which led a grand jury to indict them on additional charges. 18-year-old Jesus Ayala and his co-defendant, 16-year-old Jameer Keys, sit in a Las Vegas courtroom after being indicted by a Clark County grand jury. The pair pleading not guilty to multiple felony charges on sit in a law.
I want to see what this nigga did. Wait. What did you think this nigga right here did? Why is he sitting in jail? Like, wow. He's had too much meth and crack. He probably a heroin addict. Look at this nigga here, boy. I mean, what did he do? And look at this chick way back here. What did she do? She looked like she's cracked up. But look at this nigga here. And look at all back here, all the rubber, the rubber slip-ons, all these niggas back here. Damn.
By a Clark County grand jury. The pair pleading not guilty to multiple felony charges on October 11th.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Ayala now charged with 14 counts, Keys charged with 13, following an investigation by police that continued even after they were arrested.
Lacks morality, it's a complete lack of conscience.
The teens are accused in a deadly crime spree on the morning of August 14th. According to police, the teens intentionally swerved into 64-year-old Andreas Probst while he was riding his bike in the Northwest Valley. Grand jury indictment transcripts revealing Probst died from blunt force trauma to the head and suffered other injuries. The documents also detailing that Keys sent video of the deadly incident to a friend on social media. The clip has since gone viral. Within hours of each other, police say the teens hit another cyclist who survived, crashed into a car, and stole 3 cars. Police arrested Jesus Ayala that same morning. When taken into custody, he reportedly told the cop who arrested him that he'd be out in 30 days. Keys was arrested more than a month later. Now the teens are facing several felony charges, including murder and attempted murder.
So, like, was the boys on meth? I like what would make you, like, you would have to be drunk, like, to go out and, yeah, I don't know about that story, y'all. To go out and be drunk and marry? Yeah, I don't know about that. It says letters from El Chapo suggest prison officials that he's plotting to get out. But yeah, wherever they're from, I'm going to get them 4 niggas. I'm gonna have them, and I'm gonna have me a lick. They're gonna be like, hey, no, crimes. I want all y'all. Yeah, I got them all chained here. I'm gonna have them like, I'm gonna go find them mugs, and I'm gonna rent me a warehouse, and I'm gonna have them all hemmed up like Saw until they give me my bread. I'm gonna catch them. I'm gonna lock them all up, and I'm gonna put them on little things like in Saw, and I'm like, well, bring me the bread here, and you can have them. And each hour you don't bring me my bread, I'm going to assassinate one of them. Oh man. Oh no, this can't be. This can't be.
Why is Minnesota State University?
Oh, like this is like why? This is not really debauchery, but this is why. And like who would okay, YouTuber, this is okay. This is a year ago. So no, this is 7 days ago. This is like when stupid, like too many people agreeing to be stupid. That's all I can say. When too many people agree to be stupid, I'm okay. Okay. This is the first, like, okay. I just want y'all to look at this and tell me what's wrong with this picture. Now, this chick is 104 years old. Okay. Tell me what is wrong with this picture right here. This chick is 104 years old. She can't even walk without a walker. And yet the man next to her is going to make money because she's always had to pay him. She's had to do the basic things. But and these people back here filming, like I wonder if this is her relatives and they benefited off her dying. Because the name of the story is 104-year-old woman who attempted to break skydiving record has died. Okay. Tell us about it.
Who recently attempted to break a world record has died. According to the New York Times, she died in her sleep at the Chicago Area Senior Center where she lived. A week or so ago, Dorothy went skydiving. She made the leap attached to a U.S. Parachute Association tandem instructor.
It was wonderful. It was a nice, peaceful, and I had to keep myself awake so I could see the scenery.
It wasn't the first time Dorothy had been skydiving. She did it when she turned 100. But this time it was for a goal, to break a Guinness World Record and be the oldest person to go skydiving. The current record was set in May 2022 by a 103-year-old Swedish woman. Caretakers are hoping Dorothy will earn the recognition posthumously. Dorothy worked for 40 years as a telephone operator with Illinois Bell, which then became AT&T. Dorothy Hoffner was 104 years old.
Okay, I thought she might have died while she jumped, so they fooled me. She didn't die while they jumped. I was like, God damn. Still though, they still. Oh my goodness, it's like debauchery after debauchery after debauchery after debauchery after debauchery. Yeah, I'm done with debauchery tonight, y'all. Dreaming
Channel
about
13 has learned new information about the.
But I'm serious. I'm going to get them dudes and I'm going to have them in the saw room until they give me my bread. I'm going to have them all in different rooms and they're going to be like thinking they're going to be like, well, man, take us back. I'm like, nah, and I would get the slap man, I would go find a dude who slap. And that's what I would do. I would tell them they bury me my bread. I would just have slap man just go behind him and smack him upside the head, like he's good at slapping from the behind. I would go get him and he would just slap him like, shut up. Shut up. They're like, give us some food. Shut up. I just have slap man slap them, Maybe put hot coals under their feet or something like that. No, that probably take too much time. But and then I'd be like, where's my bread? And I would have to have cash. I'm like, I got these dudes, but I need bread. Not no check. Maybe cashier's checks. Yeah, I'd be like, bring me my cashier's checks and you can have the prisoners. And if they I would have it all on camera and they bring me my bread, they would get the prisoners back. before I would get him, no, I'd be like I would film like one more time of Slap Man slapping him from behind, you know? Like, yeah, Slap Man. They should have showed Slap Man knock that dude down. They robbed us. They robbed us. They should have showed him knock that dude down. I wanted to see him knock that dude down. Come up behind him and pow. But I don't blame you, Gipper. I've lived in Philadelphia. I don't know if I would be going around too many places either, especially without some heat. Because, you know, heat solves a lot of problems. Like if you was like, that dude was riding his bike and as he saw that car swerve and he pulled out some heat and, you know, threw a couple rounds at that car, it'd have changed their minds. Like, yeah, we can't run over this guy. They'd be like, hey, why did you shoot at him? Well, the nigga was swerving his car near my bike. You know, I felt threatened, so I stood my wheels. See, not my ground, my wheels. Popped the shit out of me. See? And, you know, I tell you, you know, it's like we look at like some of the younger generations, like really, if you look at who the enemy is to most people, you know, like the enemies is 15 to 25-year-old dudes. Seems like dudes get past 25, usually they mature, but that's like the enemy. And melanated, and you know, melanated, all kinds of melanated, not just, you know, just niggas, you know, but the ones that's coming from the border and all the other niggas that done came in here too. We include them. Because these Somalians here, you know, they just as, you know, they just as reckless. Some of these Hmong, same way. But is that the answer? You know, to go to war with them? Is that the answer? Because I personally thought that they used that age category to terrorize the north side and the south side of Minneapolis. All of a sudden, switches is appearing after Floyd. Now, I'm not saying they're not available, but I'm saying that you weren't seeing them like that. You wasn't hearing about so many people on the melanated side of town having switches all of a sudden. So it's almost like, you know, they went to them and it's like, we want y'all to kind of control things for a while. And as I've said many times, I mean, you know, these drugs can't flow without police cooperation. I mean, it's just, they have to have some cooperation somewhere along the line. That's just how it works. Oh, and I'm going to a game. I'm going to next Sunday. I think I'm going to the game next Sunday. So y'all be seeing me, you know, the holder. I really get charged up when I go to pro games. So y'all see me, I do some videos, you know, some shorts and shit at the game. Yeah, so it looks like I'm going, and good seats. Yeah, you know. Yeah. And you know, the countdown to get married, you know, it's like I got to come up with my list. They want me to dance with my mother. I got to dance with my daughter, you know, so. But the slow song is like, some David Oliver. Yeah, I'm hitting them with David Oliver. You know, some of all these other ones, you know, the songs is played out, but I'm going to hit them with some David Oliver. Yes. I'm walking in, like after we get married, we walking into Tavares. Never had a love like this before. Oh, I never had a love like this Tavares, which I saw live a couple times. Oh, Chicago Stadium, the Black Expos, all the brothers. Matter and Butterfly, I can't let you get away. Tavares, but I wanted to go, girl, how does it feel? How do you like it? Oh, girl, how does it feel? See, I don't know nothing about that. Bloodstone, my little lady, keeps me together. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Baby, come close. Put your hand in mine. Was it don't be a fool, make love, don't wait. Open your heart and let my love come in. I want the moment to start when you can fill your heart with more love. Psst. I mean, that's a whole different mentality. That's a whole different vibration of music. And that's why that music don't really exist anymore. You know, they want you to listen to murder music where you want to murder everybody. Me and my wife walked into Young Jeezy. Let's see. Walked in. I do featuring Jay-Z and I. Okay. I like that. But yeah, we walking into that one. I think I'm even a young girl. I think I'm gonna use even her stuff because she's got a song. Who is this? Okay. What is her name? It's my girl. Kenya. Yeah, Keena Vaughn. You know, where's my girl at? This girl. This girl.
Well. Gotta get a piece of my.
Her. She got one. Let's play a little bit of it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think she got a video to this one, but I'll play a few minutes of this other one I like of her. Where is that one at? It's in the other one. It's not in this one. But she says, "Our love is just like a movie." Ooh, she's got one sexy voice. I think it's in here. Here it is. Here we go. Let me see. I can play a little bit of it.
Yeah, our love is just like a movie. Hey, yeah, I know you love the way I do things.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have that in the wedding too. Our love is just like a movie. Oh, she does it for me. Miss Kenya Vaughn. What did she say again? What did you say, girl? What did you say again? Say it again. Tell us again.
Yeah, our love is just like a movie. Hey, yeah, I know you love the way I do things. Yeah, our love is just like.
Oh, she does it for me. So that's gonna be part of it too. But that Bloodstone, girl, how? But that shit's damn near 8 minutes long. So it's so many, you know, always and forever. This ring is for the lover in you. This ring, you know, but that David Oliver. I'm gonna hit him with that David Oliver. Yeah, it says it all. It says it all. I ain't gonna tell the name. I might just release it on video and let y'all see it and hit that David Oliver. Yeah, I had that David Oliver. So we got to do a list. But my man's song, and I guess my man is a commercial. I'm gonna have that mixed with the emotions. I'm gonna have him mixed because he uses the emotions mix. What's his name? Where is it? Back here. Yeah, this one I'm gonna mix this with the emotions. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something. I'm gonna mix that. I'm gonna do a complete mix with that with emotions. Whoa, you got the best of my. I'm gonna mix both of them together because it's some nice breaks. I think this is what we gonna do because I'm from the Midwest, so when people get married, we do the Soul Train line. We do it at funerals and we do it at marriages. So we are dead. We definitely gonna be. Tell him I'm next. But I'm gonna have them mix that with emotions. Whoa, best of my love. I'm gonna mix the two of them. I'm gonna have a nice little mix, and I'm gonna doing the robot and shit. I can pop lock. I can pop lock and shit. I was in 7th grade. I told the story. My girl bothering me. I'm trying to play basketball. So, I get out there and I start pop locking and shit, bumping and shit. She's like, damn. I'm all funky because I've been hooping with a t-shirt and, some slacks on. But, I'm out there getting it, I'm, So that's like 1971, 72. I've always been with it. I've always been with it. That's a good thing about having older cousins and teach you how to dance, I still two-stepped the way my girlfriend showed me in 10th grade. When I was in 10th grade, she was in 11th, she showed me. We would just practice at her house. And I still two-step like that today. I still two-step like that today. What was I fucking with? Oh, tell him I'm next. They got dances to that shit and shit. She's like, why don't we do a dance? Nah, I ain't doing no shit like that. I'll hold you and move to a very rhythmic movement. I had a two-step with my mom. My mom taught me how to bop though. I must admit that. My mom, that's, twist, but I was born when people was twisting, doing the jerk. First dance I learned was the twist. Well, bopping probably. Bopping before the twist. Because my mother would just grab me and bop with me. Because my grandmother would bop too. She called it Lindy hopping, but it was basically just bopping. My grandmother used to do the one finger, trucking. They call that trucking. When you dance with the one finger like that, that's called trucking. It's funny if you look all these old dances of it. These dances, they've been doing shit. I showed a video. You go back and look at my video World War I, where it shows the dude popping, and they called it the scratch. But the dude's clearly doing a pop, but they call the dance the scratch. But they're doing it. So, this stuff ain't really new. It recirculates. That's all. It recirculates. Like the Charleston is really, the Charleston is kind of like what they do the butterfly, Tootsie Roll. Charleston, they would just cross their hands and knees. That's why I talked about doing the mashed potato, it was a Charleston step, And matter of fact, if you look at people do footwork, a lot of that shit is, like you see people, like one dude that they highlight a lot doing footwork is a Broadway dude. But you see a Broadway people, it ain't a lot of dances they ain't exposed to. And these dances, I'm telling you, it's just the movements be recycled. And dance is such a great expression. It's a great expression. And it's sad that, that's why it's better to go to a house party where people dance than going to a club. Because again, a club, you're feeding a beast. House party, you just haven't. So it's better to dance at that kind of place than a club. Because when you're in a club, you're feeding something. And all of them ain't as evil as that or Who Killed Tyrone kind of clubs, but for the most part, that's kind of how they set up. And so yeah, you can go to them sometime, all of them, and you can have a good time. But just the way the energy goes, I created a new YouTube channel only made for the uploading of my content. Here's my link to the new channel. Why am I getting a cramp in my hand? So that's this new channel. Yeah, that's Bishop Magbone's new channel. Okay, I'll note that. I think I can. And yeah, when you let me know, I still wish it's just funny, like, getting people that you see has ability to be good with this, and they just don't see it, and you can't force people, you can only suggest, but people that we can get together, we get them together whenever we can get them together. That's how I look at it. I can show enough debauchery and I can go on my own. What is it, 2:30? Feels like I'm not really tired. I'm buzzed like a motherfucker, so. Oh, okay. Tell him I'm next. I don't know. I guess I can find more debauchery. Let me read this. Yeah, let me read this. Oh, it's still right here. I think I'm gonna start doing like little shorts, like I did, showing the stones, showing the apophyllite. There's another stone. They sent me this when I bought one of them. But let me see. Numite has been labeled the sorcerer's stone. Is a powerful stone to move you spiritually, but it does have a dark side that many people find uncomfortable. It'll help you face those parts of yourself that you may have avoided knowing about and feared. The energies from your darker side, including guilt, shame, fear itself, may be released with the aid of a strong vibration of Numite. This may be uncomfortable, but once released, this may allow you to move forward with your life as you use this stone and understand the stone meaning fully. You may utilize it to bring your life to your magical and mystical abilities. It is a high vibration that encourages increase in synchronicity and will help you to attract good luck and positive events. The strong stone commonly brings good luck and increase in the number and frequency of experienced synchronicities. This seemingly random bringing together of unrelated events is strong and to aid to moving forward in your life. You may assist in manifestations and enlightenment. Magic is often misunderstood. Some people feel that magical abilities are not positive. On the contrary, the magical mystery can be a force for good. By attuning yourself with earth energy and elements, elements being, you can add to positive energy within your life. Numite resonates powerfully with the earth chakra. It will attune you with energy to accentuate any magical abilities you already have. This is a stone that will aid you and enhance your magical powers. The energy of the stone is highly protected, especially against stronger levels of magic and sorcery that may be directed against you. If you have been strongly attracted to this stone, it may be the process coincidence synchronicity in this stone creates. It's a powerful shamanic journey stone. Once you have mastered the energy, you may find that you're able to move easily forward in your inner journey. But on the practical side, and again, I carry one in my pouch, but this is my wand. And then I have a skull in my car. And of all that I've read, yes, it will do that. But on a day-to-day basis, what it will really help you is it will make you be logical. I mean, it really will make you put things in order. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, it really, like all your decisions you start making, it makes you more logical. And the beauty of this stone is you don't even need to carry it. Like if you every day just pick this stone up for a few minutes, you would start to notice how logical you become. I mean, it's great for that. It's really great that it just gives you a logical way of thinking and a logical way of going about doing things. I mean, it's really good in that aspect. The way you do things will be more logical. And that's the great thing. And you don't have to carry it. If you just touch this every day for a few minutes or every other day, it will. And protective wise, like it said, it'll keep shit off your ass, no doubt. You carry this, cause see, and what's cool about this is it's a dark stone, but it's gold is all inflected in it. And I know, well, a little bit, you can see it's gold. So it can bring that gold out when it's dark. It can give you the golden light. So really a powerful stone to carry and not very expensive. Oh. And I'm just really looking for where I placed it. Might be another picture of this in here. It's gonna be back here. There it is. Huh, let me see. I can probably get some better pictures of it. Again, I don't sell crystals, you know. I can probably give them to people more than I would buy them, but let's see. God damn. All right, there it is. Wow, it's. Here we go. Let's see. They'll probably have pictures of it. Put the book up. But here's the spelling right here. Oh, here it is. MMITE. Too many M's. Okay. Here we go. And here it says, what does this one say? One of the oldest minerals on Earth. I forgot to mention that. It's pneumite, greenstone. Pneumite and greenstone and shungite are the oldest minerals. And this is greenstone. But pneumite. Pneumite is found in Greenland and has been referred to as another sorcerer's stone. Pneumite draws the energy and information from the crown and third eye and brings it down to the root for grounding. Pneumite will dig deep into the psyche and bring parts of itself to the surface. What's been repressed and hinders progress. Once the past memories and karmatic depths released, healed. So again, you look at these pieces, it's not rare and it's not terribly expensive. You can probably get these little pieces like $5. And as this here says, it says, helps you master mystical ability and magical gifts, brings good luck and increases synchronicities and coincidences. That one says about the same. So here's a ring. Says it's 3 billion years old, so it's little not quite as old. The 3 billion year old stone. Old protection crystal for empath and energy healers. Meditate with general Greenland hematite, pneumite. So Greenland. I want to say New Zealand, but Greenland. This comes from Greenland. See, my skull is this. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, my little skull looks just like this. It's about $20. A big giant one's about 900. But yeah, my skull in my car is almost identical to this. And I travel. And I keep a smaller wand. Yeah, but yeah, my skull is this small one. It's extremely small. But yeah, so it's not that expensive. And you can get cheap pieces like this. They're not that expensive. So you just get a price on it. No, but they're not that expensive. So I wanted to give that out there. I think I'll make a little short about it. And again, this one, I don't know how much I spent, but I don't think it was more than $20. But I've had this 6-7 years. So I used to carry this. I used to carry this in the shungite. I still carry the shungite. I carry a smaller one of this now. So I don't carry this with me all the time. But yeah, it's like this stone really imprints quickly on you. It really does. It's of all the stones, this one quickly imprints on you. It's like when you wear something like this every day, this really goes inside of you. Eventually it goes inside. The energy goes inside of you too. If you understand. So this is, not really outside of me. This is inside of me too, because I wear it so much. But this, this really imprints good with you. If you want a stone that will imprint, this is definitely good. So wanted to make that little bit. So I've been going this long. Wow. Man, I get to watching this old basketball stuff because it shows a lot of basketball stuff. What's this cat? Who is he? You know, and like it's some stories, man. Let me show you. It's some stories of dudes who made it and didn't make it. Like this is one dude who made it. He made it to the ABA. He's probably the most famous player to come out of Austin P. But he's a New York playground legend. But this cat is he was a drug addict. He ended up being a drug addict. And great player, but ended up being a heroin addict. Do I have this one? I think I do have this one. Oh, this is here in Minnesota. Good. Yeah, this is here in Minnesota. Dan Freeman of the Minnesota Muskies. No, this is Pittsburgh. This is a Pittsburgh away jersey, the Piper away jersey. And PJ gave me where I can get this jersey. Yep, this is the Piper's away jersey. Yep, because this is here in Minnesota. I think this is at Hamlin University. What does this say? Knocked out his hands by Connie Hawkins of Pittsburgh. Took place. The Muskies. Let me see. Yeah, the Pipers beat them. And then later, the next year, these two teams merged. Huh. Yeah, I didn't expect. I think I've seen this before, but yeah, very rare to see a Pittsburgh jersey. I'm going to have to make something of that. This is Connie Hawkins with the Globetrotters. Meadowlark, Abe Silverstein. You know me, I get lost watching this shit. It's like everything I can turn to, I can talk about. And like I want to say one thing about the ABA and like Spencer Haywood, when he went into the league after, again, which would have really been, when he went to the ABA, he would have been 19. I think he was 19 years old when he turned out to 1968 Olympics. And he turned out to 68 Olympics. Like the ABA still played 85 games. And Spencer Haywood averaged 30 points and like 18, 19 rebounds for 85 games. Do you know what that means? And some of these games probably would, like this picture here, there ain't nobody there. Let me just show you how dominant these dudes and how serious they took it. Look at this picture here. Okay. All right. It's big enough, I guess. There's nobody there. Like, look at the stands. There's nobody at this game. You see? Nobody there. All right? But like with Connie Hawkins, these dudes dominated this shit. Like they was getting paid and these dudes dominated. Like you finish that book, you read Foul and you go through his ABA season, that one ABA season he played, he dominated. He played 2 years and it's like the way he dominated. But like you read Spencer Haywood and how he came in and for 85 games, he's averaging 30 and damn near 20 rebounds a game. So don't tell me this is a drug addict. Yeah, later he became a drug addict. But when he could go, he could go. This dude was efficient, and despite not having and playing in front of big crowds, he showed out. Do you know what when dude gets 20 rebounds in a pro game, what that looks like? It's like he's getting almost every rebound. And this dude he getting 30 without shooting threes. Without shooting threes, he's getting 30. Shit, I don't. Do y'all know who Freeman? What's his name? Freeman Williams. Do y'all remember? No, Freeman McNeil, I think was his name. This nigga's got 81 points in a college game, and he only made 10 threes. So 30 points off of threes, 50 points off everything else. That's doing it. That ain't that Steph shit, you know? Because when Freeman McNeil, I think that was his name, Freeman McNeil, he went to Portland State. When he scored 81, probably no basket manipulation. His games wasn't important enough. Matter of fact, I think Freeman McNeil is the number 2 player only behind Pistol Pete. Only behind Pistol Pete. And I don't think Pistol Pete got to play as a freshman. So that's 1,000 points right there. 1,000 or 2,000 points right there. I think Freeman McNeil got to play all 4 years. And he still didn't pass Pistol Pete. But he scored 81 in the game. I watched the dude score 81 in the game. A couple people, Vashawn Leonard and then E-Hop. Rest in peace, E-Hop. He died a young man. But yeah, I watched it. And Leonard, I think Leonard made 15 threes. We still lost the game, but he was doing it. But that's why I say the 70s basketball, people was efficient. Like I go to George McGinnis. I thought this was George McGinnis, but it's like same thing. Same thing, season of averaging 30. David Thompson, same, averaging 30. David Thompson wasn't a crazy rebounder, but some of these cats was crazy rebounders. Well, I don't think I got this one. I mean, look at Will Chamberlain when he averaged 50. Look how many rebounds he averaged. He averaged almost 30 rebounds a game. When he averaged 50, he averaged almost 30 rebounds a game. And this is George McGinnis. This is George McGinnis. Big hand, strong. He had a championship in the ABA, but he took it. He took dudes to the hoop. Hey, Brother Sean, thank you for joining. Sorry I didn't notice. And I know you got to have vision. So, to say these cats, they was all, no, this dude, he's playing in front of a decent crowd. This team, these two teams still exist. This is San Antonio and this is the Pacers. They were able to, merge. So, he brought it. He brought it every night. And this dude, it's funny, this kind of guy that was just a basketball player, not a great athlete. When they lose their skill, they really, really lose them quickly. And this guy had bad habits. He was a cigarette smoker. And, it was said that after every practice, he'd smoke a cigarette and drink a beer. And, when they traded him to Denver, his game was gone because he was a basketball player, not a good athlete. But when he was at his peak, he shot this one-hand shot. See if they show any other of it. No, it looks like that's the only one of him. Damn, I ain't got this one either. It's Connie dunking on somebody. Oh, some of these cats, I don't even know who these cats are. Oh, here's another one, McGinnis. Look how big this cat is, how muscular he is. And for 80 games, he averaged damn near 30 and like 15, 16 rebounds. So, this is, and there's not very much ABA basketball. There's not a lot to watch anymore. A lot of these games weren't shown. And so, these young cats come and, didn't live it and try to say, this is the one I wanted to show. I saw this colorized. Yeah, they don't have it colorized. But this is, I think it's the Baltimore Claws. Yeah, this is a jersey you don't see nobody have. Is this Baltimore Claws ABA? This says Claws. You can get them, but you don't see too many. Just like his, you can get this. See, this is an NBA. This is when he played with the Sixers. But look at how he's the one hand. The dude who invented the jumper, this is what he taught. The U. But he was so strong. Look how strong he is. He just one hand with such great touch. That's how he shot his mid-range. He shot his mid-range with one hand. But this is, these is hard jerseys to find, these Claws. And this jersey's not cheap either. The Sixers. He's the one that helped lose the 76-77 championship. He averaged 25 in the season. He averaged 10 during the championship. So he was definitely point shaving. Definitely point shaving. Oh, this is my guy here. I knew this dude. This is Ralph Simpson. Right here, he went to Michigan State. Him and Spencer Haywood played Detroit Pershing. I know I said it wrong on Facebook. They got all over me. He didn't go to the Southwestern. He went to Pershing. Yes, him and Spencer Haywood went to Detroit Pershing. And check this out. This guy played for the Denver Nuggets, obviously. Actually, he started with the Denver Rockets, I think. Spencer Haywood, of course, played in the NBA. One played pro baseball. The other two starters both played pro football. All 5 starters of the 67-68 championship team at Pershing, all 5 of them played pro. Matter of fact, they said up to 7 dudes off that team played pro sports. But yeah, this is the first pro. Well, no, I think Kenny McIntosh was the first, but this was the second one. This is the second because I used to babysit for Kenny McIntosh, but and this is India Ari's daddy. I just found that out. If you guys know who India Ari is, this is her dad. Her dad played NBA and ABA pro basketball. This is India Ari's dad, Ralph Simpson. Not Ralph Simpson. But yeah, India Ari. This dude's a big cat too. Almost built identical to Oscar Robertson. You know, big guy. But yeah, India Ari's daddy, Ralph Simpson. He used to always come to the semi-pro summer league, pro-am league in the summer. I got to meet him. Ever thought about I am a big fan. I'm not a big fan of football and basketball. I am very big fan of the source. The sacred ball game is taught by the ancient black jaguar. Yeah, we can make up some information about that and how you can still celebrate it. I would definitely say that because that's where it comes from. But like I was talking about earlier, the way we practice it is, like in pickup ball. Like I know PJ had to play as much pickup ball as I did. I mean, I lived it. Like even after, my pro football dream stopped. Like that was a big difference between me living in North Carolina and me living in Michigan. Once I went back to Michigan, I was on semi-pro teams. Like as soon as I got there, I started playing pickup ball and it's like, hey, we got these leagues. And I generally, I played in Michigan, I played from 85 to 05. Yeah, I moved back to Michigan in 85. Yes, I played 20 years of semi-pro in Michigan. And, that's just for the love of the game. Pick up ball to stay sharp and you're playing against people, you got to play. To stay sharp, you have to play. It ain't like, you just going and you're dominating and you ain't playing. It ain't like that. You got to play. You got to run. And so you got to play games. And that's how pickup ball works. You got to play the games. Like where I'm getting married at, dudes have a league going and they have a certain time where they can play pickup and they have a certain time where they can play league games. But, if you want to have a career like that, you got to put in the work. Yeah, I thought I already got that picture. Oh, here, I want to show this one. This is why they banned, like, I know, your younger generation, this is why they banned the dunk right here. This is from his freshman year. He was so dominant his freshman year at UCLA that the freshman team beat the ex-national champion. The team that he went to, again, he couldn't play his freshman year, but this team beat their varsity that had just won the national championship. And they packed his freshman game because I think the freshmen played before. But this is how they tried to stop him. He was so dominant using a move that had been, you look at Sweetwater, they had been dunking the ball since the 20s. But he did it like nobody else. And he was so dominant at it, the Europeans banned him from dunking. We might be able to find some of that footage. See if I can find his freshman year. No, I don't want high school. I want his freshman year in college. Let's see. Because he was just, I think this is just overall his career. But his freshman year, I mean, he scared him. He scared him. Where they had to change, they changed the rule. They put away Duncan and Duncan again. Duncan was, they had dunked up to that point. Yeah, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, this ain't really. Nah, this is not what I'm looking for. I want just his freshman year. Oh, maybe here. Maybe this is it. This is some high school. Okay, this is him in high school. So they didn't hit me for it last time. So let's see. Oh, he didn't goaltend it. Kind of looked like goaltending to me. This is him in high school. Oh, he had a hook back then. Look at dunk in high school. Block. Dunk in high school. Start to break. Start to break in high school. Dunked. This is UCLA, I think. Look at this. This is why they banned it. Couldn't stop it right there. And other people had done this. Will Chamberlain dunked in college. So did Bill Russell. But they were so scared of how dominant he was because he could dunk. They thought it would stop him. And they outlawed dunking for almost 20 years. From 69 to 70, maybe about 11 years. They banned the dunk for about 11 years. Look at this cat. Look at this. This scared them. This is how dominant he was, despite them changing the rules. Look at this, how dominant he was. One dribble, boom. See, he still had the hook. Tim Duncan off the glass. See? Forget it. He dunked backwards. Reverse. He can run the court. This scared him. This scared him to death. And they really didn't have a chance. Wasn't until he got his, they scratched his eye. Look at this. Oh, Lucius Allen. That was 42. He won 3 championships with him. Mike Warren. Where's Mike Warren? That's 44. Mike Warren is 44 because him and Jabbar are the same age. The actor Mike Warren, that was 44. I mean, look how dominant he was. When he can dunk, this is only from his freshman year. And they banned it. They were so scared of him being dominant that they banned it. Like other dudes didn't dunk. That's what's so pitiful. Other dudes dunked too, but they was afraid of his dunks. He's a bad boy. There ain't no best ever. They always was good at at their times. At their times, they was able to do their thing. So, and just enjoy it instead of trying to say who's the best and who's not. You don't even got to worry about that. I used to play Little League basketball at the Dunbar Community Center in Little Rock. My position on the team was point guard. I stopped playing because of ancestors. Okay. The Sentinel? I'd have to rewatch it myself. I would have to rewatch it myself. I'm going to do a breakdown. I'm going to see, I'm not going to see Flower of the Killer Moon. I'm not going to see it tomorrow. I don't know, unless we go late. I don't know if I want to go late. Because I'm going to watch the football game. I'm more football. I can go see. I ain't got nothing to do Friday. Our love is like a movie. Oh, I love the way you groove me. Oh, okay. That's cool. They did that. That's real cool. It says Wilt Chamberlain's unstoppable fadeaway. You think it was really unstoppable? It probably was. I don't know. I don't know if there's a lane But it's like some of this stuff, it's like, it's like a lot of propaganda. As I said before, is what they're trying to stir up. Is what they're trying to stir up is, the people that are for them peoples and the people that is against them peoples. Are they trying to stir that up? Because you kind of see that agenda going. It's a lot more protesting against them people than you normally see. And now all of a sudden you ain't hearing nothing about Ukraine anymore. Do you see how they do? Now there's no talk about Ukraine. Nobody cares. Their little brother was hurt, so all the talk is about their little brother. We gotta, give them more. It's like, and this is what's true. It's like the citizens of America, we're only the hive minds that we give the taxes. It's like we generate wealth and they find a way to keep their debauchery, their wickedness going by taking parts of our wealth and misusing it. And I don't care, of how much of the budget is supposed to go to other countries. Like the people were saying, how do these people come into the country and firsthand when they, what about almost 20 years now, when they started bringing them Somalians over here, they was giving them head of household 50 grand cash, full automatic Section 8, automatic health care. Because the CIA picked the wrong family, the taxpayers got to pay for that. And that's the same way the Hmong is here. The Hmong is here the same way. They here the exact same way. They was fighting against the North Vietnamese and the South, the Viet Cong, and the South Vietnamese or Viet Cong. And so when the U.S. pulled out, they started murking the people. And I say rightly so. You were traitors. You were traitors. And the same thing with Somalia. There's a little bit of Black Hawk Down. One tribe lost. They was cooperating with the Americans. They started murking them. And that's why they brought them here. Now, you can do your own research and you'll see that's why they brought them here. Same way, I saw Afghanis here. I watched them here. They shopping where I'm shopping. I'm like, oh, okay, you got that money. Because I've smoked enough hash to know Afghanistan language. Because you smoke a lot of hash, you get to hear in their kind of language. And I was just shopping and I heard something that said, we got hash at home. And I picked up on that. I was like, oh, okay, you them Afghanis people, okay. I don't know a lot of it, but I do know when we got hash at home. And I heard that and I was like, whoa, who got hash at home? And there was these two Afghanis lady. I was like, oh, okay. Time won't let me. I don't know that song. What's that song? Love won't let me wait. You know that song? Woman be like done went to sleep by the he's singing, talking about love won't let me wait. And the nigga be done went to sleep. Chick be done went to sleep. Love won't let me wait. But some of this shit, like, why do people care? Like some of this stuff, why do people care? Like they got a mentally retarded dude that's he's obviously mentally retarded, but he calls himself he's a Crip. And it's like people are watching this mentally retarded dude representing being a Crip, letting this dude fight. This dude's in and out of jail, and I'm like, what is this? Like why are we putting mentally ill people and letting them live in so-called gang society or whatever you want to call it? But it's obvious that the guy's mentally ill and a little slow. And people making money off him, and it's just a shame. And it's a shame that people watch this kind of people. Because you are helping the problem, the problem. You are kind of creating the problem. And I don't know how much bread this dude makes, but it's like he's obviously mentally ill. It was like when Howard Stern would have, what was his name, Beetlejuice on there. Remember the dude with the little head? You know, and he was hanging out, taking the little dude with the little head to the party. You know, and the little head dude was the joke. You know? Yeah, Crip Mac. Yeah, exactly. Crip Mac. Who said that? I gotta get close. Bob Can. Thank you for coming.
You got to have vision.
And it's just, and then you got one dude that's like 50 years old. 50. He's a little younger than me, and I mean, really, that's all you got to talk about. But you want to gangbang it in your 50s. You know, you want. I don't get that, because I'm gonna tell you what I watched. I watched my cousins in Chicago, all disciples. But you know what I also watched? I watched a lot of them cats become professionals. And back when there was a real organization and people was trying to help people, these cats was going higher up and still dealing with these younger dudes. And so it was more organized. And crack, I must admit, you know, even in Chicago, I'm quantifying, crack killed a lot of that, a lot of the organization. But there was a time where the gang, you know, they wanted people to achieve. They wanted lawyers. They wanted professional people. And I watched that shit. I watched people go from the streets, they went right into these corporations, but they still had them affiliates. And that's what the gang wanted. The gang wanted these dudes to change into something more legitimate and train dudes how to become legitimate. And that's what some of it was aimed at. So ain't like that no more, but that's what it's, but it's like, you know, I'm seeing these old cats and like, well, what is it? Y'all still really doing that, you know? And some of this pays them, I guess, you know, they get enough. You see them all on these panels and shit, and motherfuckers interviewing these niggas. Niggas telling you what it's like to be in prison. Like kind of glorifying it. Kind of glorifying it. Then you got a character that comes on the scene. You know, they release characters every now and then. And then the character artificially gets a lot of play. Like that Country Wayne dude was so artificial. I've said this before. On Facebook, I had to block him and them skits he was doing. I had to block 15 different channels. So that's artificial. That's them pushing him artificially. And his Country Wayne's Netflix or whatever Netflix, he was just as bad as what's her name, the big chick that say she didn't get any money. That shit wasn't funny at all. Like that shit was like all the recent ones, he was one of the least funny. So we see when they artificially push people. And it's the same way on this YouTube stuff. You can see artificially stuff. Like look at my video, what I did about the lynching. And then look back at my sports videos. My sports videos, I'm getting 1,000+ views. Look back at what I did of my documentary. I was doing a documentary a little bit of the lynching in Duluth. You see how they thwart that down? So all of a sudden, nobody else will be interested in anything else I do. You see how they do it? 1,000 motherfuckers want to watch one of my sports videos. But when I show something historically real and sensitive, you see how they shadow ban that kind of shit. Even want to, you know, stop my momentum a little bit. By saying, okay, you know, giving you a warning, like, well, okay, you can't show too many of them. Stay with the sports shit. Like, even look at my numbers doing this. With worse equipment, I was getting way more viewers with worse equipment. So you make that make sense. I get better equipment and I get less people interested. Make that make sense. Doesn't work like that. But I ain't on here crying and complaining. You know, I don't depend on this shit for a living. I mean, my Cash App is somewhere in there, but you know, I don't ask. I appreciate when people give it. It's nice, but it's like, you know, I don't need it like that. I don't need to say, you know, I appreciate it, but I don't need it. It's like when we get married, we looking at like we don't need nothing. Like I don't need another deep fryer. I got one of them Ninja ones. I got the big air fryer. Definitely don't need a toaster. You know, we don't need that kind of shit. You see? So I've always been be here. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And you know, I try to give, you know, my best. And as I said, I like if I'm wrong about something, y'all know. And I like what Lorenzo said. Lorenzo said it. Lorenzo's like, you know, I don't visually correct you. Be like, nigga, that was wrong. This is what it was. It's like today I'm looking at the old games and making my thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, these old games. Because I was like, it can't be week. Got to be at least week 7. So, and that's what Turtle Gang, what he falls off, you know, is people want to attack him, you know, and like he would try to ask some information. And again, some people don't like to be corrected. That hurts their feeling. That hurts their ego. Some people always want to be the smartest one. It's like however many people watch me, I'm smarter than all y'all. That's some people's mentality. That really is. You can tell the way they rap that they really think they're smarter than everybody's listening. And like I never watched Kevin Samuels. I couldn't tell you, but the little I watched him, he gave off that air. It's like I'm smarter than everybody watching, and I'm definitely smarter than anybody I'm gonna bring on. I have to watch that. Wonder how old that is. Huh. What is this shit? Ooh. Now this can't, let me see. Oh. No. Oh, this is mother niggas doing this shit. This ain't the original people. I thought this was at first, I thought this was a clip of the original Soul Train in Chicago. Yeah, this ain't that. I'll listen to it though. This is some people redoing it, must be. But the original Soul Train, when they was in that they was in the Bozo studio. They used to do Soul Train in the Bozo studio. And I told you, I was humiliated. I had to go on Bozo. I was a big 12-year-old, and I didn't want to go on Bozo, but one of the relatives, I got done bogus both times. Rode to Chicago so my little brother could be in on Bozo, one of the relatives. He was little. You know, I'm 12. He's 4 or 5. If I'm 12, he must have been 5. They're like, oh, you can come sit in the stands. My big ass is on Bozo sitting in the stands. Now, you know they didn't let me do the little bucket drop. Remember Bozo? This is how bogus they was with the bucket drop. You know, I'm like, oh, I know y'all give gifts, so I've got my hand up for the bucket drop. No, they wasn't going to let nobody like me. They brought the most handicapped little child that couldn't even drop the one in front of him on his feet. It was like the dude kept like they put the ball in his hand and he was so handicapped he just kept dropping the ball. They had to kind of guide his hand in to get in the ball. I'm like, y'all so bogus. And then they put me on, I think it was called Channel 3 Clubhouse. Same deal, you know. I was going to watch my brother and they was like, why are you sitting back there? I'm like, because I'm 12. And they're like, no, you can come sit. Like, sit. Because I got clowned. A couple of my friends saw me on Bozo, and them niggas was clowning me. I was in junior high. I'm in 7th grade, and these niggas see me on Bozo. So they clowned me about that shit. Channel 3 Clubhouse, they didn't see me because it was on at 6. It was on at 6 in the morning. Bozo was on later in the day. But Channel 3 Clubhouse was on it, so niggas didn't see me on that shit. But they saw me on Bozo. Niggas was clowning me like, what is your grown ass doing on Bozo? That's what I tried to tell them when they forced me to sit down in it. I'm trying to be all like, you know. But yeah, so. And, you know, I guess we all, you know, have to ingest, you know, what you know, ingest intelligent stuff. You know, that's like I don't ingest a lot of bullshit. Like I show the debauchery because I look for it live. Well, I'm, some stuff I see earlier, but some stuff I just look for. But it's like, I don't, and that's why I really don't like a lot of movies. I don't like a lot of TV series because a lot of it, if it's not teaching me nothing, it's a waste of my time. So I don't watch a lot of that shit. I get tired of movies really quick. So, I try to spend my time ingesting things that make me healthier. And then, these phones are so addictive. I mean, I'm gonna go like wherever this motherfucker is. It's somewhere over here. I don't know. It's over here somewhere. See, you know what you do? You do like this. Hearing the motherfucker. I'm not seeing it. Is it under here? You can just hit your watch. It's gotta be right here. I'm hearing the shit. But phones are just as addictive as anything. Oh, that's what fell. The phone fell. Okay. I'm hearing it. It's gotta be right here. I'm hearing the motherfucker up here. Not that big a deal. But they're just, I'm gonna go off this for 3 hours and then get on the phone and edit a little bit. It's just this stuff is so addictive. But it's what you want to bring in, It's like slasher movies. I really can't do that anymore. Now I enjoyed them when I was in college because we would count the number of dumb motherfuckers that got killed. We'd literally be like, we like Jason, but what? Oh, that's number 2. We'd be, all football team, be 80 motherfuckers up in there. We'd be talking shit and we'd be cheering the killer, But that does do something to your psyche. It's like it normalizes violence. And that's what, the video games, the news. It's like child shootings and shit, like school shootings and shit is normalized. Like now a lot of shit is normalized. And that's not good. I got a feeling I probably should sleep in here tonight. My lady's got to get up early. My phone got to be on the floor. I hear it over here, but it's got to be on the floor. And so tomorrow, maybe after the game, I'll come on. I don't know. We'll see how tired I am. I might end up having to take my son. I don't know. We'll see about that too. Cause that mug don't be one. He's one of my sons. Like, nigga, if I come get you, don't be funky. I went to take this nigga to go get his bank account done, and the nigga smelled like cat piss. I was like, man, if you don't go back in there and put something else on, you're not going anywhere with me smelling like fucking cat piss. So I tell him. So I'm like, nigga, you going to get, pinned up. They gonna fit you for some clothes. So I probably end up getting him tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be hating to be in the car for 2-3 hours, and be around town. I hate to be in the car for 2 or 3 hours and be around town because it's going to take me a good 50 minutes to go where he's at. Then to take him to go get the suit is going to take probably another 20 minutes to dry there. Then the time it takes to get him fitted. Then I got to take him back home. Then I got to drive back home. It's a lot of driving. So we'll see if that shit's going to get done tomorrow. I doubt it. I ain't got shit to do Saturday. That's what I'm thinking I'll do. I'll go get his ass on Saturday. So maybe tomorrow night after the game. We'll see. And who did I have tomorrow? Jacksonville. Yeah, I got Jacksonville tomorrow. I think that's who plays. So in closing, let's give you some good harmonics. Let's give you some good harmonics.
Well, gotta get a piece of mind. A little like magic.
where are the white women at?
That's a good question. So as I leave you, let's hear it again.
Hey, where are the white women at?
So if you can answer that question for yourself, have a good time. This has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. Thank you. Let me see. You got one more. I would check. And the movie creator, my mama, when I was very young in 70s, 80s, monitored my TV and movie watching so I could learn deep insight lessons from watching them. Man, I wondered, it's a movie where they talk about the quickening. And that dude who plays Red from the Five Heartbeats is in it. And maybe that's a movie we could break down. I got to think of the name of that movie, look that guy up. But it's a movie where they talk about the quickening. And, as I was talking about, finished the book on a dude who talks about Kundalini. Some of the things he experiences as Kundalini, we experiences in the quickening. Now, we don't experience where, our internal organs start changing, truly enlightenment. I guess that's what true enlightenment is, like your whole everything changes. And, I'll say that what he went through, I don't even know. I don't have to go through what he went through. And I don't know that I would want to go through what he went through because the energy came in very unbalanced. And I would dare say that there was something in his family that the Highlander, no, not the Highlander. No, not the Highlander. They call it a quickening once you cut another dude's head off. You get it. No, it's not the Highlander. It was something else. It wasn't Highlander. It was another book. That dude from the Five Heartbeats he wasn't doing no fighting other than when he held the Jackie Wilson character out the window. Other than that, he wasn't doing too much fighting. So, they look at that as a African / Voodoo South American kind of magic. That's kind of how in this movie, they call it a quickening. And so it's like, the God mind a little bit. So maybe that's a movie we can find and break down. I had to find it again. So, but thank you for joining. Possibly tomorrow night. That is the night I usually broadcast. So look for me late. If I do, just look for me late. So till we meet again, say less. Stay inspired. Think positive. Try to put high vibration sounds. And, not really, if you want to practice any of my art, is to, take emotionalism out of your life, and dealing with emotion. And that's what youth tends to do is we judge and we let our emotions take us over. But just be mature enough to, look at things as like, is this an emotion decision? Is this coming from emotion, ego? Because a lot of times, ego is going to fuel those emotions. But sit back from that and say, and know when you're emotionally triggered too. Know your emotional triggers. Because that's the thing. It's like what triggers you to become emotional. Because there are certain things that all of us that it triggers and we will become emotional. But if you haven't matured enough or haven't matured yet, you won't know that you're coming out of emotion or even coming out of ego. Because I haven't fully killed my ego, but I surely keep it in check. And like wearing rings and chains ain't ego. It's shit. When I was a little boy, I had rings on. My grandmother got me to collecting precious rocks, polished rocks. She started giving those out. And then we used to get the Avon jewelry, rings and chains. And, my grandfather always wore rings and bracelets and chains. So, and, my college football coach, this is kind of a tribute to him too, because he was always, chained up and ringed up. His nickname was Diamond Jim. So it's kind of a tribute to him too. So, all right.